Stadium for tonight's pregame show of the Gold's Gym Game of the Week. Hi, everybody. I'm Ed Jarretto, along with Noah Fight. The coach, Ken Brace, is on assignment in Charleston, covering a high school game down there where his grandson is one of the stars of the team. So we released him to go cover that. I think he'll call in with updates for us at some point in time. But tonight it's the two of us flying solo. Our duo.
Yeah, not quite solo. We're together.
We're
wingmen.
We're together. We'll just be doing the Holly Tractor sideline report from up here as the night goes on, unless we just feel like sending you down there. But we've got two good teams. Needless to say, you got to look at it that way. We've got the number one team and the number two team in our area in terms of our power ranking at Aiken Standard. And the number one team is North Augusta. They're undefeated and going along pretty smoothly.
Yeah, I mean, it's been almost a seamless transition from Coach Pippen and the kind of the way he built the program up over the past 8 years, and had North Augusta as, you know, one of the top 8 programs in the biggest class in the state, and bring in Brian Thomas, and he's done a tremendous job up to this point with you know, not missing a beat. They've gotten off to a great start, 4-0. They've shown a lot of resilience and some tough competitive games. And then last week, playing an old rival in Aiken High, and had their best showing of the year by far, beating them 49-0. Just a dominating outing for North Augusta.
Yeah, as an Aiken High grad, that's pretty embarrassing in terms of a score, but it gives you a little bit of an idea. We were certainly thinking that Aiken was pretty good, and North Augusta really put it on them last week. But they come here to last week's number one team, Strom Thurmond, trying to rebound from the upset loss at South Aiken.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing to keep a watch on tonight, is how does Strom Thurmond rebound after that unexpected loss at South Aiken. That we've seen how they've done under their first-year head coach, Antoine Hillary, and got off to a tremendous start. How do they respond to their first sense of real adversity?
It's a beautiful place here that they have between Edgefield, Johnston, and Trenton. They call it Strom Thurmond High School. We're glad to be here. We're glad you decided to join us. We'll take a break, and we'll come back and we'll look at a few of the other games that are being played in the area when we return on this week's Gold's Gym pregame show of the Game of the Week. Center, founded in 1963, family-owned and operated for 50 years, and dedicated to customer service with safety of your family, our top priority. Tyler's Tire is a full-service tire retail, tire repair, and automotive repair facility with ASC certified mechanics. Located in 2 locations, 1019 Richland Avenue West and 18 Whiskey Road. Let our family take care of yours. Tyler's Tire and Auto Center.
You can smile.
I love Smile.
I was so pleased to get all of my dentistry work done in just one visit.
You can smile.
Painless. That's how. Center for Dentistry. It has been a wonderful experience. With the comprehensive nature of this office, this one office, I can bring my family here and we can have it all done at one place.
You can smile.
Center for Dentistry, 1391 Silver Bluff Road, Aiken.
From our Looney Tunes Savings Club that teaches young people their first lessons about managing money to free financial counseling services for adults, Security Federal Bank grows with our customers and has a service to meet every need. Established right here in Aiken County in 1922, we continue to be your hometown bank. We always work to meet the changing needs of our customers. That's why we've become a company that can meet every need for financial services. From online banking, bill pay, mortgage products, trusts, and a full line of insurance products. If we were you, we'd bank with us.
Were you hurt on the job? Are you trying to keep your work comp payments? Do you feel like no one is listening? Your employer, the company doctor, the insurance company? Well, we're listening. Our workers' compensation team has helped hundreds of injured South Carolinians. Call us now and let us listen to you. For a free consultation, call 803-644-5335 or visit thechandlerlawfirm.com.
You can count on Chandler.
What a crowd we have on hand tonight. And last, before kickoff, here comes the game ball. Set to be brought in from the sky by parachute. The crowd has spotted him as he comes in for a landing. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
From orthopedics to neurology, imaging to pain management, or even if a good idea just turns into an accident, CMI can help you play again. Learn more at cmi.md.
Don't forget to pick up a copy of the Aiken Standard Saturday morning to check on all the area teams' results from Friday night. Then on Sunday, you're going to want to pick up that paper as game balls will be presented to the area's top players. On Monday, the Aiken Standard Power Rankings are released. And on Tuesday, the Wave Aiken Standard Player of the Week will be named. Congratulations to last week's Wave Aiken Standard Player of the Week, Marcel Wright of Williston Elko. As we see here, he's being presented with the Wave Player of the Week jacket from Wave's Chris Boyer. And Marcel had a big week last week, didn't he? Noah?
He absolutely did. He's kind of a jack of all trades for Williston. He's turned into their top running back. He had 141 yards on the ground, a couple of scores. He started out the season as a kind of a wildcat quarterback, and excuse me, he had a pass for another touchdown. He even intercepted a pass in that game as well, so he was all over the field.
Do-it-all kind of guy. Chris Boyer, very proud of him. A Williston Elko grad himself, so everybody was happy in the old home front for Wave. Also, we want to congratulate last week's Center for Dentistry MVP for the Gold's Gym Game of the Week, South Aiken's Tansy Richardson, whose long touchdown run in the fourth quarter and the touchdown-saving tackle on the 1-yard line against these Strom Thurmond Rebels preserved the T-Birds' upset win 16-13 last week. Stay tuned at the end of tonight's game when we will name tonight's Center for Dentistry MVP. And we're looking forward to this game. Strom Thurmond playing host to North Augusta. But before we get back to them, let's take a look and talk a little bit about games going on with the expert from the Aiken Standard Sports Editor. 25-3 on the season. I imagine one of those three wrong was last week's South Aiken win.
Absolutely was. Kept me from having a perfect week 3 weeks in a row. But to see South Aiken do well, I'm okay with that.
Well, South Aiken's at Spring Valley this week. What do you think? You got a chance at this one?
Absolutely, they have a chance. They, I think, from talking to Coach West this week, he's actually kind of happy that they're getting away and facing a tough team, that they're not, going against a team they might look past and get a little too busy congratulating themselves for last week's win. Spring Valley last year undefeated up until the playoffs where they lost to Dutch Fork, the eventual state champs. They're not quite at that level this year, but they're still very good. 3-1 at home is tough, and that's a big thing for South Aiken. They haven't won a game on the road since we saw them beat Aiken 2 years ago. Okay. So it's a tall task for them, but if they are able to play defense the way they did against Strom, they certainly have a great chance.
All right, then they'll try to extend their streak to 3 games, while Aiken kind of licks their wounds from the 49-0 loss to North Augusta last week. And interestingly enough, they're going to play Barnwell. They'll play host to Barnwell, and it's the first time Barnwell has ever played Aiken.
I know it's an interesting game for you, being an Aiken grad and with your dad being a Barnwell man himself. But yeah, it is interesting to see that they hadn't played before this with such long-standing tradition-rich programs in a fairly close enough area. But it's an interesting game. We'll see how Aiken does. We'll see who Aiken has on the field. That they're still trying to get Brayton Sanders back. He has an ACL injury. They're not sure of the extent of it. He practiced for the first time this week, but it's still a game-time decision. They've got some other injuries, and they also have to contend with our old friend Shaky Chisholm, who's just when he's been healthy, has been just one of the more outstanding running backs in the area.
All right, well, Midland Valley is going to go to Saluda. Saluda not quite what they've been in the past.
Yeah, Saluda is they're a strong team. They're always physical, especially for that lower level. But they might have too much to deal with tonight with Midland Valley, especially that Midland Valley offense, which really got on track last week against Silver Bluff. It was a 14-12 game, and Daniel Carr and Cameron Brown, the guys kind of took over and ended up winning 42-12. Saluda has been kind of a hard luck loser this year with some fluky things happening in their 2 losses, but and they are at home, which gives them a good chance as well. But I think Midland Valley's offense is going to be too strong.
And we'll be at Midland Valley next week for the Gold's Gym Game of the Week. Silver Bluff is at Swansea.
This is one of those head-scratching games because, as you mentioned before about Saluda, Swansea's another team that's usually very good. They're winless. Silver Bluff, we've talked about them a lot. We love Coach Lown, and really the program he's had has been among the very best in the state as long as he's been there. But they are also winless too. It's just a matter of, I think, which team can avoid mistakes and also show that they can do a little things executing themselves. I think given that Swansea's at home, maybe a little bit bigger, that might give them a slight edge.
It's a game Silver Bluff might be able to get on the winning track. Whitmire is at Ridge Spring as we look at some of the single-A teams.
Yeah, Whitmire's been a pleasant surprise for Class A this year. They're off to a good 3-1 start, including a win over Wagner last week. But traditionally, they're not quite as strong as Ridge Spring. Ridge Spring is another one trying to figure out the injury situation and don't have a ton of personnel to work with. But I think that the fact that they're home, I think the fact that their coach, Coach Corley, does a tremendous job getting them ready. I'd like Ridge Spring in that one.
All right, and a couple more. Southside Christian at Fox Creek.
Southside's a very good team. Fox Creek has potential, but I think Southside, with their aerial attack, is going to be too tough for Fox Creek.
All right, and Great Falls visits Wagner Sally. Great Falls, I think, is pretty good.
Great Falls is they might be great, and Wagner is they're going through growing pains right now, so I'd expect Great Falls to win comfortably.
Okay, well, that's a look at the games around our area. We'll take a break, come back, and we'll get ready for tonight's game. We'll take a look at Strom, Thurmond, and North Augusta a little more in depth when we return on tonight's Gold's Gym Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12.
Since 1948, Holly Tractor has been Aiken's place for farm equipment, implements, accessories, and supplies.
But did you know that Holly is your place for home yard equipment too? Riding and push mowers, weed eaters, chainsaws, and brands including Kubota, Husqvarna, and Stihl, equipment you can depend on. Come inside and see our expanded showroom. Holly is the exclusive dealer for Yeti coolers and now carry Generac generators. Holly Tractor, 1721 Richland Avenue East.
Sarah found me on the bathroom floor unconscious. I had a total blockage heart attack and an anoxic brain injury. Aiken Regional treated me with love and compassion and treated my family the same way. Thanks to them, we're living an awfully good life.
At Specs Vision Center, we are focused on total eye care. Be it our large selection of designer frames, latest in contact lenses, or our great sunglass collection, we have just what you are looking for. Our doctors offer years of experience and use the latest technology to ensure a comprehensive eye examination. Late afternoon and Saturday appointments are available, so if you want the best in eye care, call Specs today at 642-9902.
Most people think the Y is a gym, but to me, it's so much more. When I needed help, the Y gave my kids a scholarship to a safe place where they could grow, learn, and have fun. And when I was struggling with all kinds of health issues, they gave me the guidance and motivation to get well. The Y helps families create a better future and become so much more. So give, join, or volunteer at the Y.
Since 1970, Bragg Heating Company has been keeping Aiken and the surrounding communities comfortable. Our factory-trained staff can keep you on top of the latest in heating and cooling technology, and our complete metal shop allows us to make any specialty piece your home may need. We recommend the best systems for your home: Trane, Carrier, Daikin, Mitsubishi ductless, and Bosch geothermal systems. We accept most major credit cards and offer financing, so when you need your system maintained, repaired, or replaced, call Bragg Heating Company. We're here to make you comfortable.
89 young ladies
attended the Strom Thurmond High School.
We're back at Strom Thurmond High School, where tonight Strom Thurmond plays host to North Augusta, the Yellow Jackets against the Rebels. Let's pause and pay tribute to our nation with tonight's national anthem. The national anthem performed by the Strom Thurmond High School Marching Band. As we get ready for tonight's game, the parking lot is full as we will have a full house here in the crowd tonight. North Augusta is filling up the stands. Strom Thurmond's filling up the stands. And we have some tailgating going on in the parking lot. And we want to recognize our ultimate tailgater sponsor, which is Unique Expressions. Go by Unique Expressions for all of your tailgate needs. They've got it all, whether it's high school, college, or pros. They've got quite a selection. So go by. It's on Whiskey Road in the Mitchell Shopping Center. Unique Expressions, the ultimate tailgate location. All right, let's take a look at these two teams that are playing tonight. Again, two of the finer teams that we have in the area. One of them, North Augusta. We haven't seen North Augusta this year. And quite frankly, they're a team that you would think in the transition from Coach Pippen to Coach Johnston that we would have a problem, but it hadn't happened.
They haven't. They haven't been quite as explosive on offense as they have been the past few years, but I think that might be just more a reflection of the talent they have on the perimeter and maybe the strength of the offensive line versus what they've had the past few years. That said, they're coming off a 49-point game where the quarterback that we know very well, Trib Reese, threw 4 touchdown passes, ran for another. As long as he's back there, he's just a tremendous weapon for North Augusta. Always gives them a chance, and we didn't see, but we heard about it earlier this year when they played Burke, that they were losing going the last few minutes of the game, and he was able to mount a rally, and that's what North Augusta has. They've got him, and what they also have now is Brandon Houston, a real workhorse running back.
Yeah, they had to score 2 touchdowns in order to win that game against Burke County in the fourth quarter. A little bit like last week in the fact that that game came down to Burke County with the ball and running out of time as they were threatening to score. So a big win. That's a huge win for North Augusta. Burke County, I think, was state champion last year.
They were one of the higher ranked teams in Georgia in their classification. So yeah, it's a big deal. And the interesting thing is we talked a little about this with South Aiken. This is North Augusta's first road game this year. They've had 4 in a row at home, including the bye week. So they're venturing out on the road for the first time, and this is certainly a very daunting environment for visitors. So we'll see. They're going to have their feet put to the fire.
Well, you've got a 4A school against a 2A school, but this is one of the finer 2A schools in the state in terms of football.
Absolutely, and they're right on that line where they could be 3A, and we've seen whether they've been 2A, 3A, or probably even if they were 4A the past few years, they'd be among the very elite. And even with their coaching and personnel changes, that they're still right there. I think the question we have to have is how do they fare against North Augusta's size advantage that we saw last week? It was a little bit of an issue with South Aiken, that South Aiken didn't give ground on plays where even if it's a 4-yard gain, a 5-yard gain, they stopped them right there. They didn't let it stretch out, didn't let them test the edges, and so and also it cut down those runs up the middle. If they're not able to do that to a great extent, it makes it a much more challenging proposition for Strom Thurmond.
And Strom Thurmond, we, of course, pretty familiar with them. We've watched them several times. Several of our Center for Dentistry Players of the Week, MVPs, Tyree Stidham's won it a couple of times. The wide receiver, Patrick Sumner, had it 1 week as well. It probably could have won it more. Certainly, Stidham could have won it every single time.
They have tremendous balance on offense, and Stidham, will tend to cheat toward the quarterback because he's got the ball so much, and he's so good throwing and running and really kind of making the right reads that you can't go wrong in recognizing him. But what they do have is tremendous balance in that they have he's a great runner, but they also have Chad Gilchrist, who seems to be getting better and better each week as he recovers from an ankle injury. They've got Deion Chin, who's another physical power back. And then they've got guys on the outside. Sumner's one of them. DeAndre Ryan, we've seen. Tyrese Nick, we've seen. He, had a couple touchdowns earlier this season. That they're very capable, and we saw him post 42 points in back-to-back games. But it's just a matter of, North Augusta's defense is very good, led by Rashad Byrd, maybe the best defender in the area, covers so much ground sideline to sideline from his linebacker position. And he's able to do that because the secondary it's an experienced group. They know what they're doing, so they can take some chances with some one-on-ones back there.
And Strom Thurmond's defense, they run a 3-5, 5 linebackers. They're very aggressive. They're not huge, but they're fast.
They are very fast, and they cover a lot of ground. And especially they're tough in the passing game, where we've seen great quarterbacks like Midland Valley's Daniel Carr think he has something, and all of a sudden one of those linebackers seems to pop out of nowhere, be it a Tame Merriweather or a Bird or some of the other guys, Coleman, that they can make a play, get a turnover, make a tackle, just make life difficult for the opponent.
And they seem to have concentrated, at least in the games that we've seen, on stopping the run. They get in all the gaps, and it makes it very, very difficult to run the football. They face a different opponent tonight. North Augusta, not going to worry. They're going to try to run, but they're going to pass a lot.
Absolutely, and that's the thing that North Augusta doesn't have quite the yardage numbers that they've had in years past, but they've got the production numbers as far as touchdowns, as far as important plays. And they're going to try to establish their run and play off of that. But if Strom Thurmond gets caught cheating against the run, North Augusta will definitely take advantage.
All right, we think we're in for a really good one. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll get ready for the CMI kickoff when we return on the Gold's Gym Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12.
Pruitt Health is here to help. For more than 4 decades, Pruitt Health has partnered with healthcare professionals to deliver exceptional care to families across the Southeast. Since the beginning, our focus has always been on quality programs, quality services, and quality people. Looking forward to the future, we've developed an innovative model of care to provide comprehensive, streamlined solutions. Get well for life with Pruitt Health.
Unique Expressions in the Mitchell Shopping Center is a treasure chest of gifts for all occasions. The collegiate collection is second to none. South Carolina, Clemson, Georgia, ACC or SEC. Support your favorite school. From clothing to mailboxes to tailgating items, Unique Expressions has them all. Handbags by Spartina and the Vera Bradley collection, and a U.S. Post Office on site for your mailing convenience. Stop in today at Unique Expressions, 1521 Whiskey Road.
When you want to mix it up right, you need the tastiest choices around. And McDonald's Dollar Menu and more has always got your back. Feeling like a classic? Try the one and only McChicken, still just $1. Or you can always turn it up with the great tasting McDouble. Plus other delicious hits, all for a price you can't beat. Whatever your flavor, the Dollar Menu and more is just what you need to keep you moving. There's something for everyone to love at McDonald's.
One evening we were sitting around the table, and my 4-year-old stood up in his chair, and he said, "Dad, I want to be just like you." And I thought, that's great, until he said, "I want to be nice and big and fat." It was at that moment I realized I need to make a change.
I took the scales at over 208 pounds, and that was the point that I realized I really needed to make a change. In fact, we both really needed to make a change.
Together, we have lost 150 pounds, and our family has a healthy new future.
And green hornets, let me hear you scream. T-Breads and Mustangs, rebels run the zone. Blue devils and bulldogs, we must protect this home. Foxes and Trojans and eagles showing pride. All the lights are on and we cannot be denied that Friday is the night we all become freaks, rocking with the high school game of the week.
Welcome. You're looking live at Strom Thurmond Stadium on the campus of Strom Thurmond High School, right here in the middle of Johnston, Trenton, and Edgefield. The Strom Thurmond Rebels playing host to the #1 team in the area, the North Augusta Yellow Jackets. And tonight's Gold's Gym Game of the Week, Ed Jarretto along with Noah Fight. Noah, I think we're in for an excellent game tonight.
I think so, and we went through that whole pregame without even mentioning when these two teams played last year. I don't know that we saw a better game ourselves, or really that a better game was played in all of the state of South Carolina high school football when North Augusta and Strom Thurmond got together last season.
That was quite a football game, and went right down to the wire, and North Augusta won by 7 points.
They did, 27-20, and it was just an outstanding performance both ways. And one of the guys who was huge for Strom Thurmond in that game was Javier Hammond, who's finding his way at the Citadel now as a running back / quarterback for them. But I've talked about it a lot this year that Tyree Stidham has stepped in his place, and he's not only lived up to expectations, he's exceeded what has probably been expected of him to this point.
The captains are getting ready to go meet at midfield and have the coin toss, and I guess they're just waiting on us to join them live. We have to send them a signal that, hey, we're ready, let's go. Let's tell you who the captains are. The captains for North Augusta, #1, Manny Ogletree. #3, Trib Reese, the quarterback. #7 is Mike Chavis. And number 75 is an outstanding offensive lineman, Victor Johnston. He's the one returning starter from last year, and Johnson, I think, had some big news this week.
He did. He had earlier, I think even during the summer, he had made his commitment to go to East Carolina, and I guess this week he visited with the folks at Appalachian State a little bit more, had a little change of heart, and he's looking forward to going there now.
And that's interesting. East Carolina having an outstanding year in football. App State always a team that's a very good team. However, they're moving up. They're going to find tough sledding. That's actually kind of an interesting decision.
Absolutely. I think one thing that might have helped his decision is he has a couple of former teammates who are at App State, and another former lineman for North Augusta, Parker Collins, and their standout wide receiver, Montez McGuire. He's there, and we can look no further than Strom Thurmond's own sideline with assistant coach Coco Hillary to think about the greatness, greatness at App State. He was a star there, and you bring up that Michigan game. That's I don't think anyone will forget that.
Yeah, certainly not around here with Coco Hillary leading the way. Now the captains for Strom Thurmond, number 13 Jaquez Harris, number 32 Jeremy Carroll, and number 36 Jonte Nathaniel. And, again, they're picking their time, getting out there on the field. Again, these two teams coming in tonight, North Augusta in our power rankings in the Aiken Standard ranked number 1. Last week, Strom Thurmond was ranked number 1. They lose to South Aiken. And I think they have a lot to prove tonight in the fact that they've dropped to number 2. We still see them as the second best team in the area. Really, I don't think there's, for many of us that vote in that power ranking, there's no doubt in our minds these are the 2 best teams in the area.
Absolutely. I think, I was just going to say that, we go back to the beginning of the season with our rankings. These two have been 1 or 2 the whole time, and really that's how it was last year and pretty much the year before that these are just the 2 premier programs, along with Silver Bluff when they have things going right from our area. And even with coaching changes, it doesn't matter that there's a way to do things in North Augusta. There's a way to do things at Strom Thurmond. And these players, they know those expectations. They want to meet them and add their names to the lore and the success that these teams have had. So there's not much more we could ask for tonight to see these 2 proud programs going head-to-head.
North Augusta is used to playing in front of packed houses, certainly on their home side. Don't know that they're used to having the visitor side as full as they'll see tonight with their own fans, and the home side is just packed to the gills over here on the new side, which we're in the new booth, which I like very much. It has heating and air conditioning, and we haven't gone so far as to say we're going to turn on the air conditioning yet, but it is very, very nice, plush compared to some of the other places we get to go to.
Yeah, definitely they did a tremendous job with the renovation. You can see at the one end zone, the field house they built is just a beautiful facility with some state-of-the-art equipment inside of it, and it doesn't even have quite that locker room stench that so many teams have after a while, but it's you mentioned the crowd, and that's something that's a factor tonight, and not just for North Augusta, but for Strom Thurmond. That Coach Hillary pointed out that he wants his guys to be excited and to feel the emotion, but not to be overcome by it, and that North Augusta, they travel well wherever they're going, and so tonight there could be 7,000 fans here, and it's going to be should be an electric environment. As I look down, I don't see any open seats, and usually here we can look along the fences too. It gets lined with fans watching from that perspective as well, and just should be a tremendous, exciting atmosphere.
Yeah, the cars are still coming in here, and I have a feeling they'll be lining the fences before it's over with. Let's talk a little bit about North Augusta. Again, we've seen Strom Thurmond several times this year in the game of the week. This is the first time we get to see North Augusta. Trib Reese is somebody, though, that we're very, very familiar with at quarterback. He's a fine, deep threat in terms of throwing the ball, can also throw it short. And it's so important to have his wide receivers. And he's got some different wide receivers than we've seen in the past.
He does, as the captains make their way out to the center of the field. He doesn't have the guys he's had the past few years. Not to take anything away from this group, they're just not as established as some of those other guys have been. So I think that's taken away a little bit from the long ball, taking that out of the offense a little bit as they've tried to be a little more methodical, find those short routes, those quick routes, and you can watch him throw. There aren't too many people that have a more carefree, relaxed motion where he just flicks it and it goes. But he's looking for, his top target so far has been Chaz Mueller, who's been a great possession guy for him. He's hoping to maybe get Chandler Harrison, who's a superb basketball player, turn into that deep threat along with the kicker Blake Busby and the guy who actually started the season as a starting tailback, Cam Matthews.
Yeah, Blake Busby, one of those names. He was the Wave Player of the Week in Week 1, and he got it for kicking, but he actually starts in the slot at wide receiver.
Absolutely, and from talking to him, he always saw himself more as a wide receiver than a kicker. He just happens to be a kid who's a great athlete, a soccer player as well for North Augusta, who's pretty good at kicking it, and he's 4 for 4 on field goals this season, including that game winner in Week 0. So it's easy to see why.
All right, Strom Thurmond won the toss. They deferred to the second half, and North Augusta will receive the opening kickoff. Strom Thurmond will defend the south goal. So both teams have now got their captains in their huddles, and they're ready to come on the field, and hopefully we're not far away from the CMI kickoff.
Yeah, it should be just exciting. I can tell that the players, they're anxious as well, and you usually see the North Augusta guys make their way onto the field. And the home fans are happy to see them.
And here come the Rebels. A little bit different than the crowd at South Aiken last week. They didn't have their marching band, and they had a little sparse on the home side. The visitor side was full, and they had their band, so they're going to play back and forth. And this is some classic high school football. This is what Friday Night Lights is all about, this kind of game.
And, you know, we should be on our toes from the get-go with such a big environment, big atmosphere for the game. Look for big things from the start, be it on the opening kickoff or maybe the first play from scrimmage. Maybe North Augusta tries something a little razzle-dazzle to catch Strom Thurmond off guard and go for a big play and a quick lead.
All right, Cole Fell, the kicker, who we've seen in all kinds of situations for Strom Thurmond. He kicks off, and he also kicks for field goals and punts. And, of course, that'll be another interesting deal for Strom Thurmond as the night wears on when they get to a point if they have to punt. 4 straight games they've had snaps go over Colefell's head that last week turned into a safety.
Yeah, last week was the first time they got burned by it, and a game as close as that was, that there was a big difference. And we'll see. You know, that's something that Coach Hillary has not been pleased with. In those 4th down punting situations, look for better execution from Strom Thurmond.
All right, the CMI kickoff about under the way. Deep to receive. I think that's Cam Matthews on one side. Can't pick up the number yet of the other young man. They stand at the 15-yard line.
That's Mueller back there with Matthews.
Yeah, the 2 of the wide receivers, Chaz Mueller and Cam Matthews. Cam Matthews plays one of the slots, while Mueller is the wide receiver. All right. I think we are ready to go all the way around. It's an interesting night. Lots of media here tonight. Lots of fans. A lot of excitement. And the CMI kickoff is upon us. Kick is away. Going to go deep. Going to catch it. This is Mueller. Mueller at the 10, comes up to the 15, the 20, turns outside, run out of bounds at the 22-yard line. Good tackle over there by number 41, Will Cheatham, one of the good linebackers for Strom Thurmond. Makes the tackle.
You could tell right away that was a ball that easily could have gone in the end zone when we started at the 20, but as part of the excitement, Mueller wanted to try to make a play early and didn't bite him at all. He gave him even better field position.
Actually made all his progress to the 29-yard line. I think he got a pretty good spot to start. North Augusta is ready. 2 split wide to the left, 2 to the right, and there's a flag. I believe this is going to be motion on North Augusta.
Saw the Strom line was flinching a little bit, but yeah, they didn't look like they broke the zone.
Legal procedure against North Augusta is the call. And that'll be 5 yards right off the bat. Back to the 24-yard line, 1st and 15.
We'll see if this changes the play call at all. Looks like you see Tribreeze looking to the sideline for the signal about what to do, and he's instructing his line and his back with what the play is.
Going to hand off. This is our first look at Brandon Houston. He makes it back to the original line of scrimmage, the 29-yard line, gets the 5 yards back, Be second down and 10.
And we see right away that Houston is just a powerful guy. Doesn't have blazing speed, fast enough for most tailbacks, as North Augusta does as they typically do and rush to the line.
3 to the right side. They throw to the right side. That's caught. This is Matthews. He's dragged down from behind at the 38-yard line. He's going to be a yard short of the first down. It's going to bring up a big 3rd down and 1.
And what you like from North Augusta is balance all the way around. Running, passing, to the left, to the right. That they're comfortable doing whatever the situation offers.
Barks out. Reese looks to the sidelines to get the call. Calls it out. Goes under center. Going to take a quarterback sneak and get up to the 41-yard line. Got under center and ran the ball. We heard about that this past weekend in college football.
We sure did. And that's a new element to this North Augusta offense, is having Tribb run the ball a little bit more on those zone reads.
He picked up 3 yards, 42-yard line. Reese throws this one over into the stands just about. Got rid of it.
He was feeling the heat a little bit on that one. It looked like one of those linebackers from North Augusta, Jeremy Carroll, was breathing down his neck.
All right, there is a flag on the field. And there goes the flag. I think they're going to call intentional grounding. And that'll be a spot foul. The ball will be placed back where the pass was thrown.
And it's, if I'm not mistaken, also loss of down on the penalty.
Oh yeah, it's loss of down, and it's just like he sacked him. That's a 12-yard loss. Actually, they even tack on 5 more from that spot. I guess in high school they add 5 to the spot. So that goes all the way back to the 24-yard line.
And this is an interesting situation here. See if they just try to get some yards back.
Got 26 yards to go to get a first down. Going to pick up some good yardage on that screen pass to Houston as he picks up 10 yards to the 34-yard line. Looks like they'll give him the 35, give him 11. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 16.
And while it's not an ideal circumstance, it certainly is much more manageable and possible they can convert from this distance, although
straight drop back, going long, got a man down there, overthrows him. He had a step. The Reese led him by about 2 yards too much. Strom Thurmond holds. We'll have our first punting situation of the ball game.
Yep, he was looking for Mueller just on a fly pattern down the sideline, and so we look at the specs replay. You can see just that easy motion. He flicks it, and it goes a long way. Just unfortunately for North Augusta, out of the reach of Mueller.
All right, Reese is the punter. He does a good job of picking up that hard ground ball. And Sumner calls a fair catch at the 35-yard line. That's where Strom Thurmond will take over for the first time. Chandler Law Firm, first down at the 35-yard line.
And now let's see how this Strom Thurmond offense, see how they rebound from last week, where they moved the ball pretty well.
Absolutely.
They outgained South Aiken by a significant amount. They just couldn't finish a lot of drives.
They moved the ball. They spent the night in South Aiken territory. They just didn't score points. Let's see what they do now. They almost have a mix-up on the exchange there on the handoff, as it is Gilchrist going to get maybe a yard and a half. It'll bring up 2nd down and long.
And yeah, that play looked like it was just a little out of rhythm from the start. And you got to know what you're doing and execute well against the size of this North Augusta defense.
2nd down and 9. Nick in motion. Nix gets the handoff and now whistles and flags fly. Let's see what the call is. They blew it dead. That's a play I don't know that we've seen them run that type of play with Nix actually getting the handoff. We've seen them do that
with Ryan. A lot, yeah. And maybe, that North Augusta has the tape as well, as this looks to be illegal motion on Strom Thurmond.
A legal procedure against North Augusta, another 5-yard penalty. So both teams having penalties in their opening drives. North Augusta punted after picking up a Chandler Law Firm first down. Now they face 2nd down and 14.
Bad snap.
A bad snap and a nice catch. And that's
Ryan.
That's Ryan, who actually was back there, caught the ball in the air, but he's going to lose big yardage, 10 yards, maybe 11.
Yeah, that was Ryan back there as the quarterback, and high snap is something we've seen a lot with North Augusta this season.
So they put DeAndre Ryan in sort of a wildcat situation there.
He's in there again.
And he's going to run the play. It's 3rd down and 25. And he's going to try to run it up the middle. Looked for some room, ends up getting to the 27-yard line in the first punting situation of the game for Strom. Thurmond comes up, and this is where the coach's white knuckle trip begins.
Absolutely.
It's been these first, we've already seen a snap go over the quarterback's head. This has been the bugaboo for Strom Thurmond. They've had 4 games in a row with a snap over the punter's head, and it usually comes on the first snap. This one is perfect.
That was perfect.
Colfell, high spiraling kick. Caught at the 39-yard line. Going to be a return. Gets out. A flag comes flying. It's going to be in Rebel territory at the 46-yard line. However, we'll have to wait and see what the flag is.
It came in at the end, so there's a chance maybe there was a face mask, but generally in this situation, it's an illegal block of some nature.
The officials have conferred. Legal block in the back is the call, so that'll be a 10-yard walk-off from the spot of the foul. It'll take it back into North Augusta territory to the 43-yard line, and that is where North Augusta will start their second drive of the evening. Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10.
And that, like you mentioned, that snap on the punt was perfect. Fell got away a beautiful kick, but just being pinned so far back, North Augusta, even with a penalty, has a tremendous starting field position on this drive.
Going to go to the handoff. This is Houston. He's a good runner. He runs straight up the middle. He's going to get 9, be just short of the first down. It'll bring up 2nd and 1. And Brandon Houston looking good.
And you could see on that run that as we look at the specs replay, he when there's contact there, he's initiating it. He's not repellent of it.
2nd and 1, going to go long. Looking down the middle, got a man out there. Nice catch. That's number 12, Busby, the kicker. Blake Busby makes the catch. Number 12.
And North Augusta sensing, maybe a little blood in the water and trying to take advantage with a very aggressive play vertically down the field.
And now Strom Thurmond flexes their muscles, comes straight up the middle and hits them hard. It's going to be a loss on the play. There is a flag over here on the right side. We'll see what the call is.
Clearly against North Augusta with conferring with the Strom Thurmond players.
That pass, by the way, was good for 35 yards and got him down to the 12-yard line. I think you're right. As they discussed it with Strom Thurmond, do you take the play and the loss of the play or the walk-off on the penalty? Legal procedure against North Augusta is the call. They'll take the 5-yard walk-off. So they'll replay first down, 1st and 15. Chandler Law Firm, first down.
And pushing back just a little bit further, and don't have your end zone breathing on the back of your neck just quite as badly, but no room for error here for Strom Thurmond.
And off Houston hit in the backfield, got back to the line of scrimmage. Actually, that was Reese kept the ball. Trip Reese had me fooled, and he picks up 6, 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, that was a very good fake there where it looked like he had it beat and just pulled that right back in, went to his left.
Ball just outside the 10-yard line. Cross back, going to pass it out in the flat and a little wheel route.
Wow.
Houston dives for the end zone. They're going to say he went out at the 1-yard line. It's going to bring up a Chandler Law Firm first and goal as Houston went airborne. Houston, we have a landing.
Yeah, as we see on the replay here, he's smelling the end zone and tries to make a great lunge, but Ryan there is able to just upend him and flip him out before he can get in.
That was Romero Lindley making. No, I got that mixed up. That's Tanner Bird, the linebacker. All right, North Augusta on the dive. Comes up just short. Trib Reese was signaling touchdown, but he really didn't have the angle.
No, the line judge came in and signaled second down right away.
Rebel fans, let's hear some noise.
North Augusta looks to put the ball in the Tyler Tire end zone and score first. Turns, hands to Houston. He's not going to get in. He's hit in the backfield. He got back to the 1. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1. They've been stopped twice.
And we're seeing great penetration from the edges by Strom Thurmond, and they're not hesitating to attack. I think maybe this play, North Augusta might try what they did a second ago with a zone read run by Reese, where he pulls it back. He might be able to get in.
He's going to try to do a quarterback sneak. He reaches for the goal. He's in. Touchdown. A little bit of a delay, but he got that final yard. Quarterback sneak by Trib Reese puts North Augusta in the Tyler Tire end zone. 6-0. The extra point coming.
Well, the end of that drive didn't come easy for North Augusta, but they'll take it all the same as they're able to put some power running together and get those final inches to get that touchdown. And the man who had the big gainer on it, Busby, comes in to try an extra point.
Busby comes from wide receiver to do the kick. The kick is up and it's good. North Augusta takes the early lead, 7-0 over Strom Thurmond. We'll take a break on the Gold's Gym Game of the Week. We'll be right back. Tyler's Tire and Auto Center, founded in 1963, family owned and operated for 50 years and dedicated to customer service with safety of your family, our top priority. Tyler's Tire is a full-service tire retail, tire repair, and automotive repair facility with ASC certified mechanics. Located in 2 locations, 1019 Richland Avenue West and 1518 Whiskey Road. Let our family take care of yours. Tyler's Tire and Auto Center. We're back, and the Security Federal Bank scoreboard reads North Augusta 7, Strom Thurmond nothing. As we get ready for the CMI kickoff, Hometown Doctors helping teams and you play again.
Well, there was some nice running on that touchdown drive by North Augusta. Really, the big play was the vertical pass from Reese to Busby, where they got about 33 yards there and took a short field and made it real short.
58-yard scoring drive puts 7 on the board. Here's the kick from Busby, and we've got a whistle already, and I believe North Augusta got a little anxious and jumped the shark.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of the yellow flags on the field at the start of this one, and it's a lot of those procedural type plays where guys are maybe a little too itchy to get that good start because they know the guy opposite him is pretty good as well.
So Busby will do it all again, a 5-yard walk-off, and the North Augusta guys will try to hang back a little bit. Israel Talbert is usually the threat on kickoffs for Strom Thurmond. We've seen him run kickoffs back for touchdowns. Did one against Midland Valley right here in this stadium. All right, everybody stayed back. Here's the kick. I believe that's Talbert picking it up over the 15, 20-yard line. Looks for room. He's going to come up short of the 30-yard line, about the 29. where Strom Thurmond will take over. Chandler Law Firm first down. 5:13 left to go in the first quarter. North Augusta struck first with a 58-yard drive and leads 7-0 over the Rebels.
And as we saw on Strom Thurmond's first possession, and it looks like DeAndre Ryan is going to be quarterback tonight. I don't know if there's a medical issue with Tyree Stidham. He is dressed and he's out there, but that's Ryan back behind center again, running the offense.
And now we have a flag, and this comes from way behind. I believe it's a delay of the game is going to be the call against Strom Thurmond. Just took too long to get out on the field, and what Noah's saying, I think you're exactly, that's part of what the problem is.
Yeah, I mean, you have a guy who's unfamiliar at that position, hadn't played at all this year, and it's going to be hard, especially against maybe the best defense they've faced.
Gilchrist gets the handoff, takes it straight up the middle. Going to pick up a yard. It's going to bring up second down and 14.
And from speaking with Coach Hillary, this week he certainly didn't hint at all that Tyree Stidham might be having an injury issue, but this is 2 series now, and he's not out there.
And here's Ryan running the football, and I have a feeling that that's what we'll see from him. He's going to have a good gain. He's going to pick up 9 yards as he goes out past the 35-yard line, just over the 35. It's going to bring up third down and 5 as he picked up 9.
And yeah, it's a much more manageable third down, but let's see how he deals with dropping back and if it is a classic passing situation.
He's going to follow. He's got Gilchrist and Deion Chin in front of him, trying to find the corner, but North Augusta shows their speed. It's going to be a loss of 4, possibly 5 yards.
Yeah, they had that well read. Victor Johnston, the great offensive line we talked about, he's moonlighted as much as he can on defense, and he was in the backfield blowing that one up before Ryan was able to turn the corner. And that sets up another punting situation for Strom Thurmond, and another situation where they're punting from pretty deep in their own territory.
And again, we had a perfect snap last time, so let's see if they can follow that. They get it right to him. Bell gets this one away. High kick again, angling over toward the sidelines, bounces at the 40. Inside going to be picked up pretty quick to get outside and pick up some extra yardage. And that was some pretty good work that time by Mealer, who looked to be just letting it go. He picked it up and gained about 9 yards. Back out to the 43. This is exactly where they started last time.
It is, and we saw how quickly they could turn the field over and be knocking on the door of the end zone. But I can't really make a big enough deal about it that if Stidham isn't able to play, it totally changes the complexion of this game. Ryan, he might open our eyes as being a tremendous playmaker back there before this one is said and done. But Stidham, to this point in the season, maybe has been the best player in the area. And if he's not available, that's a big deal.
Stidham is on the bench, dressed out, so we'll see how it goes. Here's a pass, 10 yards, complete. That's Blake Busby making the catch. They're going to give him 10. Ball just past the yard marker. That'll move the yard marker and to be a Chandler Law Firm first down at the 47-yard line now in Rebel territory.
And that was about as simple as a route as possible, operating from the slot where he just went out as the officials confer about where exactly to spot this ball.
They're actually going to measure for it. Let's see if I jumped too early on that call.
I think you may have had it right.
Yep, he has it. They actually look to be spotting it a little further upfield.
And I thought his momentum actually did carry him a little bit beyond the marker as well from our vantage point. But it's first down nonetheless, and North Augusta's in business with 2 men in the backfield this time.
Chandler Law Firm first down. They're going to hand it off, trying to make the corner. Can't get out there. I believe that's Matthews that time. He stopped after a 1-yard gain.
Number 8. Chaz Mueller, tackled by.
Actually, yeah, it's Cam Matthews on the carry.
Good for a yard and a half, and that was the guy at the start of the season who they were pinning their hopes on tailback. And I think between Houston's emergence and their need to have another guy running patterns has created the change-up.
So they got 2 on the play before they pick up a yard here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. We'll call it 3rd down and 8.
3rd down.
Or a long 7. We need to make the 37-yard line for a first down. Here's a pass. He's got his man right there. And he's going to have the first down and more as Matthews makes the catch, adds some more yards onto it. He's pretty elusive.
Absolutely, and that's part of the reason why I was getting at that before, why he's a slot receiver now for North Augusta, because he's got that skill set to operate where in the open with good speed and slips a tackle there and just plows ahead for about 10 extra yards.
Chandler Law Firm first down at the 20. And Strom Thurmond comes hard in the middle. Chad Stevens, the nose guard, came through, knocked him down for a little loss. We'll give him a yard loss. 2nd down and 11. That play 20 yards on the pass.
And Chad Stevens is a guy who's going to have a big game for Strom Thurmond tonight if they're going to be successful.
Quick pass. North Augusta picking them apart on the passing part, and that's something we talked about before the game, that Strom probably would pack it up front and try to take away the run, but North Augusta is certainly capable of throwing passes.
Absolutely. It's what makes them so tough is that balance, that maybe they're not quite as dynamic on the perimeter as they have been, but we see they're more than happy to pick you apart underneath.
That pass picked up 4 yards, 3rd down and 7. Going to run the option inside pass to Busby. Busby swarmed under. Strom was there for that. It's going to pick up a yard, and it's going to bring 4th down and 6. It looks like maybe he picked up
maybe 2.
So we'll call it 4th down and 5.
North Augusta looks like they're gonna have to run one more play before this quarter's over as they're lining up for the field goal.
So Blake Busby out to kick. The holder is number 16, Josh Aoki. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. That shows you a little bit of how he won the Week 1 Wave Player of the Week. He can kick, and he makes that one. So our score 10-0. North Augusta leads. We'll take a break and be right back.
You can smile.
I love to smile. I was so pleased that I could get all of my dentistry work done in just one visit.
You can smile.
Painless. That's how I would describe it.
Here at the Center for Dentistry, it has been a wonderful experience. With the comprehensive nature of this one office, I can bring my family here and we can have it all done at one place.
You can smile.
Center for Dentistry, 1391 Silver Bluff Road, Aiken.
Security Federal scoreboard 10-0. North Augusta with 18.3 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. North Augusta scores twice on a touchdown and field goal, lead 10-0. Here comes Israel Talbot looking for room. He's pretty elusive on the kickoffs. He's going to make the 26, maybe 27-yard line. Strom Thurmond will put it in play again on the Chandler Law Firm 1st and goal after the CMI kickoff.
And what makes Talbot so good is that just blazing speed. I think if we had a foot race among our area football players, he might be the fastest. We saw him the Week 0 game against Aiken where he came in and ran a little reverse about 50 yards, and certainly on the kick return game as well.
All right, here comes a handoff to Sumner. Sumner with the ball, not going to find any room. He's hit hard, and he goes down.
Handoff to number 10, Paget Sumner.
Number 2, Aaron Maddox came through and hit him hard. And that's going to end the first quarter. We may have to send Noah down to the sidelines for a Holly Tractor sideline report to find out what the deal is with Stidham. We'll see if we can find out when we come back in the Gold's Gym Game of the Week. North Augusta leads 10-0. We'll be right back.
They go to our middle schools to meet and draw names of students, winners from each grade level.
From our Looney Tunes Savings Club that teaches young people their first lessons about managing money to free financial counseling services for adults, Security Federal Bank grows with our customers and has a service to meet every need. Established right here in Aiken County in 1922, we continue to be your hometown bank. We always work to meet the changing needs of our customers. That's why we've become a company that can meet every need for financial services. From online banking, bill pay, mortgage products, trusts, and a full line of insurance products. If we were you, we'd bank with us.
Were you hurt on the job? Are you trying to keep your work comp payments? Do you feel like no one is listening? Your employer, the company doctor, the insurance company? Well, we're listening. Our workers' compensation team has helped hundreds of injured South Carolinians. Call us now and let us listen to you. For a free consultation, call 803-644-5335 or visit thechandlerlawfirm.com.
You can count on Chandler.
Back Security Federal Bank scoreboard, 10-0 North Augusta. 10 unanswered points here in the first quarter as they take the early lead. Strom Thurmond gets the ball. This will be their third possession of the ball game. First two, they were 3 and out with some penalties thrown in there for making maybe four plays. So Strom looking for an offense, and the big story here is the fact that Tyree Stidham, their outstanding quarterback, is on the sidelines, not playing. We thought maybe he would be coming in here for the second quarter, but no. DeAndre Ryan still out there running the offense for Strom Thurmond.
And that makes me think that maybe there's some sort of injury issue. When we see him there on the sideline, he doesn't appear to have any extra padding or a brace or anything like that. He's dressed out, but just not in there.
All right. He's going to keep on the read option. North Augusta's ready for that. I think North Augusta's figured it out on the sidelines. Yeah. Just try to bring everybody in the box and stop them dead. They're not going to throw the ball.
Yeah, I mean, and if they do, you take your chances. Like we talked about in the pregame, North Augusta has a good secondary with veteran corners who have been in this situation before, so you take your chances with them.
Now a fumble, dropped it at his feet, falls on it. It's going to be a loss back to the 25-yard line. Going to negate the 2 yards gained and another 2-yard loss, so 4 yards lost on the play, and it brings up 4th down and 12. And Strom with some offensive issues here in the early going. All right, we've got Cole Fell on for the punt. We've seen him have 2 punts so far. Both of them got away, but Cam Matthews had good returns. Nice catch, and they may have gotten a piece of that.
There's a flag.
Oh, a flag comes out. It's going to be picked up by Matthews. Matthews going nowhere. He's tackled at the 45-yard line.
There was definitely
coming back. If they didn't get the ball, this would be a roughing the punter.
Yeah, definitely significant contact there after Fell got the ball away. I think it's just a discussion. Is it a 5-yarder or a 15-yarder or an automatic first down?
Snap was not particularly good. It was a little bit over to Fell's right. He made a nice catch. Had to rearrange his feet. That was long enough for the North Augusta guys to get back there, but apparently they did not get a piece of it. That may be what the officials are discussing. I'm not sure. They also may be discussing whether it's a first down or not.
Personal foul.
Fouls, 15 yards. That will give them a first down, as that'll be a 15-yard walk-off, and that'll put it at the 40-yard line. And here's the Specs replay.
Yeah, it was close, but there was a man at his feet who just took Fell's plant leg out from underneath him, and that's a no-no. You can't touch the punter if you don't get that ball first.
Well, let's go down to the sidelines and come right back up here in the booth and get a Holly Tractor sideline report from Noah Fight.
Well, thank you, Ed. Some games around the area. Spring Valley is leading South Aiken 20-7. Aiken and Barnwell are tied 7-all. Saluda leads Midland Valley 7-0. Richmond Minetta 6-0 over Whitmire. As Israel Talbot on that sweep we talked about. And Fox Creek leads Southside Christian 7-0.
So, thank you, Noah, for the Holly Tractor sideline report. And while he was giving that report, Israel Talbot takes a handoff, and that's Strom Thurmond's first Chandler Law Firm first down of the ball game, the 20-yard run into Yellow Jacket territory. And here he comes again, gets to the edge, hit hard this time before he can turn the corner. And that's Ogletree coming up making the tackle and the stop, one of the captains for North Augusta.
There's another flag.
And here comes a flag out. And they run down there, and little mix-up. That's Jacob Cook, number 3 for Strom Thurmond. And I think he was getting mixed up with number 7.
Mike Chavis.
Mike Chavis, another one of the captains, captain for North Augusta. And let's see if this is going to go on one or the other or both.
It looked like, just from reading body language, Strom Thurmond was a little more disappointed. I would think this might be against them, as the two had a little extracurricular activity following the play.
Here comes our referee. Fill us in on the call. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Strom Thurmond. Unsportsmanlike conduct on North Augusta. That's going to be offsetting penalties. And
no play.
Sometimes that's the best call to make. And they're going to call that a dead ball foul, so the play will stand. It'll bring up second down. Gain 2 yards on that play. Second down and 8. You see that in football, and you wonder why it's not called more often. There's a pass caught and completed down the field, and that's Ryan
Nick
throwing the pass.
Yeah, it was a nice pass. That's we've seen Stidham make that exact same throw on that little quick slant into Nick, and he did a tremendous job on that.
24-yard line, 23-yard line. Chandler Law from first down. Now here comes a sweep. Quarterback keeper around the corner inside the 10. Hit hard out of bounds, but not before he's inside down to the 6-yard line, where it'll bring up first and goal. And Strom Thurmond, who seemed to be dormant on offense, gets the big call on the punter roughing call, and now here they are knocking on the door of the Tyler Tire end zone. DeAndre Ryan playing quarterback, gonna hand off to Nix. No, he keeps. Looks to get inside, not gonna go anywhere though. North Augusta was ready for that. That's gonna be no gain. Second and goal from the 6.
And we've seen that they've tried to change things up a little bit with their first down plays, trying to get to the perimeter and use the advantage they have, which is their speed and quickness to their advantage. It's no good if you're bottled up in the middle of the line of scrimmage. Although, let's see if they give the ball to Gilchrist here.
They lost a yard that time. Now here comes a flag. They hand it off to Nix on the sweep option. He got a couple of yards, but let's see what the call. It came from the far side. It came on both sides, actually, I think.
It was pretty much right after the snap, so I would imagine some sort of procedure penalty against Strom Thurmond.
Let's see. They're discussing it. The walk-off official walked back inside the 5, which would make absolutely no sense to go inside the 5. They were at the 6, maybe the 7-yard line. I think they'd lost a yard there at 7. They're in the right spot now. It's going to be a walk-off against North Augusta, 5 yards. Against Strom Thurmond, I beg your pardon. It'll remain second down, second and goal now from the 12-yard line. So Strom Thurmond going the wrong direction now, going quickly. Handoff, this is Chin. Chin's got a break inside. He's going to score. Touchdown, Strom Thurmond. So where it looked like Strom Thurmond wasn't going to move the ball at all, finally, we see Deion Chin. He hadn't carried the ball at all tonight.
Nope.
And that's his first carry of the night. It's 12 yards, touchdown, Strom Thurmond.
And we see Chin. He's that mixture of power and speed where he gets it, and tremendous job of blocking by the Strom line, where there wasn't a North Augusta player that was near him until he got to the goal line.
Here's Fell, who does the place kicking. It's up, it's good. And Strom Thurmond awakens the offense to score a touchdown after the roughing the punter. They go 60 yards after that penalty and score 10-7. Our score. We'll take a break and be right back.
What a crowd we have on hand tonight. And last, before kickoff, here comes the game ball. Set to be brought in from the sky by a parachute. The crowd has spotted him as he comes in for a landing. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
From orthopedics to neurology, imaging to pain management, or even if a good idea just turns into an accident, CMI can help you play again. Learn more at cmi.md.
Since 1948, Holly Tractor has been Aiken's place for farm equipment, implements, accessories, and supplies.
But did you know that Holly is your place for home yard equipment too? Riding and push mowers, weed eaters, chainsaws, and brands including Kubota, Husqvarna, and Stihl, equipment you can depend on. Come inside and see our expanded showroom. Holly is the exclusive dealer for Yeti coolers and now carry Generac generators. Holly Tractor, 1721 Richland Avenue East.
10-7 our score, and 8:53 left to go in the second quarter. We've got a ball game.
Absolutely, and it's funny how it turned around on that roughing the kicker penalty there on the punt.
Now Cole Fell, he's jacked up on the CMI kickoff. He kicks it line drive into the end zone, automatic touchback, comes out to the 20-yard line where North Augusta will put it in play. Chandler Law Firm first down here in the Rebel Zone.
Yeah, and you know, we mentioned it. It looked like Strom Thurmond was kind of going nowhere and doing it fast with 3 and outs. They get that penalty, then all of a sudden they turn around the play after that, get a big gainer on the run by Talbert, and that seems to have woken up the Strom Thurmond offense to see if the defense can hold it.
Here's North Augusta. There's a quick pass out, a little bubble screen. Can't get past the defenders over there. I believe that was Tanner Bird making the tackle for Strom Thurmond. And this crowd is fired up now.
Jalen Patton on the reception there, and he seems to have lost or maybe gained just about 2 yards.
So the gain is 2 yards, second down and 8. Just outside the 22-yard line. Another quick out and going nowhere, going to lose yardage. This time back outside the 20-yard line. Strom Thurmond defense responding now.
That was Matthews that time. He got the pass and had defenders right in his face. He tried to make a cut back, and it ended up costing him 3 yards.
Loss was 3. Third down and 11. So North Augusta faces third and long. They've been in this position before and picked it up. 3 split wide to the left, 1 to the right. Looks over the middle, finds Blake Busby, dives, makes a catch. Good enough for the first down at the 34-yard line. Nice possession reception by Blake Busby.
And Busby is running some crisp routes. It's simple. I think that's where Reese wanted to go all along as we look at the specs replay, and finds Busby in stride.
Back outside, incomplete pass. Tried to get it quickly out there to Harrison. Chandler Harrison couldn't come up with the pass. Defenders on him very quickly.
Yeah, if I'm Coach Thomas in North Augusta, I might try to change up these sort of bubble screens, as you call them. They're not really effective. Strom Thurmond's putting pressure right at the line of scrimmage.
2 left, 2 right on the wide receivers. They're going to hand off this time to Houston. Houston comes up the middle to the 40-yard line. That's going to be good for 6 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 4.
And that's a good way to change the pace. Just a strong run up the middle that he tailed it out a little bit to the left for some extra yards. You know, if Strom Thurmond's coming up aggressively, you know, use their aggressiveness against them.
Tanner Bird, another tackle from the linebacker for Strom Thurmond. Quick pass. This time goes too high. As tall as Chandler Harrison is, he couldn't haul that in. It goes incomplete. Brings up 4th down and 4. And the punting unit comes on for North Augusta. Again, the quarterback, Trib Reese, is the punter for North Augusta.
And that always makes it interesting when you say the punting unit comes on the field, because he's staying right out there, but he's definitely a weapon back there as the punter.
Gets the kick away. Going to come up a little short and take a North Augusta bounce, roll inside the 30 down to the 26-yard line. And Strom Thurmond will run the offense back out on the field. 6:44 left to go here in the first half. 10-7, North Augusta leads. They came up with the first 10 points, led 10-0. Looked to be getting the ball back, but a roughing the punter gave Strom Thurmond new life.
And it's amazing that it's really totally shifted the momentum. They got down the field, they got that touchdown, and they're feeling pumped up, and you can see it with the defense on that series.
So DeAndre Ryan at quarterback, he breaks free. He's got some room to run, gets outside the 40 to the 45, across the 50 to the 48, 47-yard line, and he's showing some moves on the outside. Again, Tyree Stidham, the normal quarterback for Strom Thurmond, on the sidelines, not playing. And DeAndre Ryan, the first time we've seen him quarterback tonight, is finding his stride now. Handoff. This is Israel Talbot running hard up the middle. He picks up yardage to the 41-yard line. And it's a pickup of 6.
It's really remarkable to see what Strom Thurmond's doing with a total changeup. Obviously, we mentioned the quarterback, but now getting Talbot in there and having him run both inside and outside, it's kind of like a Plan B offense, and it's working.
It's as if North Augusta is winded. They were all over them earlier, but now not quite getting there. They reach out with an arm tackle, and there he goes for another first down to the 31-yard line. A 10-yard pickup. Another Chandler Law Firm first down for Strom Thurmond. And DeAndre Ryan is feeling it now.
He is, and you know, you mentioned North Augusta's winner. They had 2 men in the backfield on that play. They both went for the feet, and Ryan was able to kind of step right out of it and turn that into a 9-yard gain.
Going to try to throw it. Now under pressure, trying to run away. He throws, and this will probably be intentional grounding. Nobody out there. You got Sumner out there, and the official points over to Sumner, and I think he's going to get away with it. And that was a close one.
Yeah, I think if we take a look at the replay,
Sumner was down the field a little bit. And there were some offensive linemen in the area. There's Sumner in the flat at the 30. He's going to throw it. It doesn't make the 40. But it works to Strom Thurmond's credit. It's still 2nd down and 10. Now rolling to his left, looking down the field, looking, going to be sacked. Unless he's going to be sacked all the way back to the 37-yard line. That's a loss of 7 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and 17.
And we see now what happens when you have the backup quarterback in there. He's not quite as quick at making those reads, and looked like he wanted to make the throw initially, pulled it back a little bit, and then that was all North Augusta's line needed to wrap him up and bring him down. As we see Ryan huffing and puffing as he's faced with a significant 3rd and long here.
3rd down, 17. See if they try to get half of it back on this and go for it on 4th down. Looks downfield, looks to throw, throws the ball high, skipped away, incomplete. Good defense that time by number 5, Rashad Bird. We talked about him in the open. He got up in the air and knocked that down.
He did, and we could see that was a dangerous pass there for Ryan, where there was 3 North Augusta players surrounding Nick. It looked like it was his intended target. As we look at the Specs replay, and yeah, Berg got up there and just swatted that, and really Strom Thurmond's fortunate that there wasn't a North Augusta player there to make the interception, as they're going to go for the punt here and try to make a long field from North Augusta with 4.5 minutes to go in the half.
Strom going to play some field position. Good snap. Kick to the corner. And it's a pretty good kick. It's going to roll into the end zone. Strom couldn't get there fast enough. Smart move by North Augusta to let that roll rather than pick it up. Ogletree, the senior back there, captain, does a good job, and North Augusta now will take over Chandler Law Firm first down on the 20-yard line as they will try to get their offense on track again. 4:22 left to go here in the first half.
And we'll see. I think Strom Thurmond will.
All right, we're going to have a timeout on the field for a water break. We'll take a break with them. You're watching the Gold's Gym Game of the Week. North Augusta leads 10-7 over Strom Thurmond. We'll be right back.
Two and a half years ago, we had our first child at Aiken Regional. When our second child was on the way, we knew we wanted to go back to women's life care. But this time it got complicated. At 25 weeks pregnant, I had to have my gallbladder removed. I would have been terrified, but Dr. Minto and the staff were so caring. When you trust your hospital this much, there's really no reason to go anywhere else. I should know. I was born there too.
So North Augusta, after giving up the touchdown, withstands the furious rally. Strom Thurmond punts and now takes over. Chandler Law Firm first down at the 20. Pass outside, complete.
That's the Mealer.
This is the Mealer, Chaz Mealer. They got 3 wide receivers that start with a C for their first name. Chaz, Cam, and Chandler. That's a fun fact.
And Mealer's been the one who's really been the top possession guy for him all this season. When we see there, gets 8 yards on first down.
Second down and 2. And a handoff this time, right up running hard. Comes off tackle. Does Houston. And he's going to cross the 30 to the 32-yard line, pick up 4 yards. Chandler Law Firm first down for North Augusta.
First down.
3 split wide to the right, 1 to the left. Another handoff. This time crashing from the sides. Strom Thurmond was waiting for that. Number 35, Rashad Lott, was the first man there.
Runner taken down by number
we see North Augusta going with their typical hurry up, and now after that run, they're taking a little more time, make sure they get some yards on this play so as to not give the ball right back to Strom Thurmond.
Second down and 9. Fakes the handoff, going to keep, does Reese. Reese comes up, breaks a tackle, makes the 37-yard line. It's going to pick up 3 more yards. Bring up a third down and 6. They'll give him 4 yards. Third down and 5. Needs to cross the 42-yard line to get a first down.
He's been looking for Busby in these situations. Let's see if he goes that way again.
Going to hand off, delayed draw, and he's going nowhere. Strom was ready for that. And it'll bring up 4th down as the whistle blows. Houston gets nowhere, maybe a yard. Maybe a yard. I think they're going to say no gain. And it's going to bring up 4th and 5. Yeah. So Trib Reese drops back to punt.
Kind of a conservative call there by North Augusta. We saw that they came out kind of guns a-blazing on the first couple series. A little surprising maybe that they dialed it back and it didn't really take that much time off the clock.
Low snap, gets the kick away. Going to take a Strom Thurmond bounce this time, back upfield, not too far, 39-yard line. Strom Thurmond takes over, 1:56 left to go to halftime. They trail by 3.
And they should have, I think, their full complement of timeouts as well. I'd expect a Ryan run here on first down. What do you think?
I would say that's a pretty safe bet. And again, the story, Tyree Stidham not playing quarterback tonight, a surprise to us. And there, Noah makes the call, and the run goes straight upfield for no gain as he's knocked down at the 39-yard line. 2nd and 10 coming, clock runs. Both teams with 3 timeouts left. It'll be interesting to see if North Augusta starts taking some.
It seems like both are kind of content just to let this run out. Strom, maybe if they can get a big gain here.
Yeah, he's going to follow. He's got blockers, Chin in Gilchrist out there in front of him. And there's nowhere to run. He's back to the line of scrimmage. And finally, North Augusta is going to take a timeout. North Augusta timeout. We'll take one with them. We'll be right back.
Timeout.
At Specs Vision Center, we are focused on total eye care. Be it our large selection of designer frames, latest in contact lenses, or our great sunglass collection, we have just what you're looking for. Our doctors offer years of experience and use the latest technology to ensure a comprehensive eye examination. Late afternoon and Saturday appointments are available, so if you want the best in eye care, call Specs today at 642-9902. Since 1970, Bragg Heating Company has been keeping Aiken and the surrounding communities comfortable. Our factory-trained staff can keep you on top of the latest in heating and cooling technology, and our complete metal shop allows us to make any specialty piece your home may need. We recommend the best systems for your home: Trane, Carrier, Daikin, Mitsubishi Ductless, and Bosch geothermal systems. We accept most major credit cards and offer financing, so when you need your system maintained, repaired, or replaced, call Bragg Heating Company. We're here to make you comfortable.
Security Federal scoreboard shows North Augusta leading 10-7. 3rd and 10 here with 1:15 left to go until halftime. Strom gonna take the ball, run to his right, looks to run now. Showed pass, but not gonna pass. Gonna get to the 46-yard line. It's gonna be 3 yards short of the first down. So a punting situation coming up. North Augusta gonna take another one of their timeouts. They'll have one remaining. They'll get the ball back with just about a minute left here. 1:01 left to go in the ball game. Punting unit on for Strom Thurmond.
And North Augusta's got to be careful here. It's not terribly likely, but it is possible that Strom Thurmond could go for a fake, as they are close to midfield, and it is a short distance, 3-4 yards. But also North Augusta has to be careful about being a little over exuberant like they were on the punt that really got Strom Thurmond back in this game. And, just a 5-yard penalty in this situation gives Strom the first down.
It's kind of interesting, a little similar to last week where South Aiken was getting nowhere against Strom Thurmond, and then after a situation on the sidelines with an asthma attack and an ambulance coming out and not sure what was going on, at South Aiken awakened. That was late in the game. This one got going a little bit earlier. All right, timeout's over. Cole fell back to punt again. As we said, he was rough the last time. Good snap. North Augusta doesn't rush. They were ready for what Noah was talking about, and this is going to be an angle kick, and nobody's going to have a chance. In fact,
North Augusta player.
North Augusta stepped on it. Strom Thurmond's going to recover it with 52.5 seconds left to go, and that's just carelessness on the North Augusta blocker.
I think that might have been Colton Toole there down the field for North Augusta. Didn't realize the ball was coming up under his feet and caught him as we take a look at the Specs replay.
This brings back memories of Silver Bluff.
Yep, stepped right on it. Looks like Lucky Bailey on the recovery for Strom Thurmond. And that could be a very lucky play for the Rebels if they're able to punch one in here before halftime.
Now the defense coming back out on the field, and they're going to say it's North Augusta ball, and that's interesting. Of course, we don't have any idea how they came to that conclusion.
It didn't seem like that there was a North Augusta man in the pile there, but that could be the only conclusion.
Or they decided that he didn't touch the ball.
He clearly stepped on it.
We'll have to see if we've got an even closer close-up in the Specs replay. Here's a quick out high. Again, looking for his tall receiver, Harrison, over on the side, about 11 yards downfield. Goes incomplete. Second down, 10. Clock down to 48.8 seconds.
And that's one aspect of the passing game that has not worked for North Augusta at this point. 0 for 3 in attempts to Chandler. Harrison.
And he looks in the middle now. He's under pressure. Going to be sacked back inside the 10 to the 6-yard line. Down goes Reese. Now 3 timeouts are left for Strom Thurmond. And I think Strom Thurmond should take a timeout here. They're letting the clock roll.
That was a tremendous play by Jeremy Carroll, who's been in the backfield pretty much all night. He just wrapped up Reese and threw him down for a 14-yard loss.
Now North Augusta content to let the clock run out. And again, Strom Thurmond's going to go to the locker room with the timeouts in their pocket. So interesting strategy. Go ahead, let it roll out, and get them in the second half. Strom Thurmond looked bad in the early going offensively, but they turned it on, scored a touchdown in the second quarter, and they finally shut down the North Augusta offense. And our score here at halftime on the Security Federal scoreboard, North Augusta 10, Strom Thurmond 7. We thought we'd have a good ball game. So far, we do.
Absolutely is. Isn't maybe quite the way we expected it to play out, but competitive nonetheless. Is you know, that there's been a few mistakes here in the second quarter that's kept it close for both teams, but just tremendous effort.
All right, it's halftime here at the Rebel Zone on Strom Thurmond High School's campus. We'll take a break, and we'll come back, and we'll see if the Strom Thurmond Marching Band's going to entertain us here at halftime tonight. You're watching the Gold's Gym Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12.
And the final winning ticket.
One evening we were sitting around the table, and my 4-year-old stood up in his chair, and he said, "Dad, I want to be just like you." And I thought, that's great, until he said, "I want to be nice and big and fat." It was at that moment I realized I need to make a change.
I took the scales at over 208 pounds, and that was the point that I realized I really needed to make a change. In fact, we both really needed to make a change.
Together, we have lost 150 pounds, and our family has a healthy new future.
Tyler's Tire and Auto Center, founded in 1963, family owned and operated for 50 years and dedicated to customer service with safety of your family, our top priority. Tyler's Tire is a full-service tire retail, tire repair, and automotive repair facility with ASC certified mechanics. Located in 2 locations, 1019 Richland Avenue West and 1518 Whiskey Road. Let our family take care of yours. Tyler's Tire and Auto Center.
You can smile.
I love to smile. I was so pleased that I could get all of my dentistry work done in just one visit.
You can smile.
Painless. That's how I would describe it.
Here at the Center for Dentistry, it has been a wonderful experience. With the comprehensive nature of this office, this one office, I can bring my family here and we can have it all done at one place.
You can smile.
Center for Dentistry, 1391 Silver Bluff Road, Aiken.
From our Looney Tunes Savings Club that teaches young people their first lessons about managing money to free financial counseling services for adults, Security Federal Bank grows with our customers and has a service to meet every need. Established right here in Aiken County in 1922, we continue to be your hometown bank. We always work to meet the changing needs of our customers. That's why we've become a company that can meet every need for financial services. From online banking, bill pay, mortgage products, trusts, and a full line of insurance products. If we were you, we'd bank with us.
Were you hurt on the job? Are you trying to keep your work comp payments? Do you feel like no one is listening? Your employer, the company doctor, the insurance company? Well, we're listening. Our workers' compensation team has helped hundreds of injured South Carolinians. Call us now and let us listen to you. For a free consultation, call 803-644-5335 or visit thechandlerlawfirm.com.
You can count on Chandler.
One evening we were sitting around the table. My 4-year-old stood up in his chair and he said, "Dad, I want to be just like you." And I thought, that's great. Until he said, "I want to be nice and big and fat." It was at that moment I realized I need to make a change.
I took the scales at over 208 pounds, and that was the point that I realized I really needed to make a change. In fact, we both really needed to make a change.
Together, we have lost 150 pounds, and our family has a healthy new future.
Friend of Tony Bowman sent me a friend request. Welcome back, Strom Thurmond High School, as the two top teams in the area, at least in the Aiken Standard area that we cover, and Aiken County, Edgefield County, Barnwell County. You've got Strom Thurmond, the number 2 team, playing host to the number 1 team, North Augusta, and we've got a good game. 10-7 is our score here at halftime on the Security Federal scoreboard.
And I think one of the interesting things that I took away from the first half is, I mean, obviously the situation with Tyree Stidham not in there changes the complexion, but it was North Augusta that I felt got a little conservative there in the second quarter. Some situations where maybe they could have tried to push the tempo, push the ball down the field, and they didn't. And that's allowed Strom Thurmond to simplify their game plan and be aggressive, attacking North Augusta.
Absolutely, and they definitely came out in the first quarter and had Strom Thurmond on their heels. Trib Reese broke the scoring open with a 1-yard sneak as they'd gone 57 yards on a drive and made it 7-0. Then they, on a punt, started from the 43 again, went down the field, kicked a 32-yard field goal. Blake Busby makes it 10-0, and things were looking pretty good for North Augusta. But then we had a punt effort by Cole Fell for Strom Thurmond, and a roughing the punter call gave Strom Thurmond new life at the 40. And Strom Thurmond woke up, went down the field, scored a touchdown on a 12-yard run by Deion Chin, and the score 10-7 here at halftime. We understand that Strom Thurmond will be participating in a event tomorrow at River Bluff High School, so we're going to get a taste of their performance that they're going to be presenting tomorrow in the competition. And James Grigsby probably knows more about what kind of competition that might be, as he is our band expert, our director in the truck. But he offers me nothing in my headset, so we'll just say they're having a competition. Let's go down to the field and be entertained by the Strom Thurmond High School Marching Band.
Smile though your heart is aching. Smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by. Smile. If you smile through your fear and sorrow, smile, and maybe tomorrow, you'll see the sun come shining through for you. Face with gladness. Hide every trace of sadness, although a tear may be ever so near. It's the time you must keep on trying. Smile. What's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile.
The Strom Thurmond High School Marching Band goes beyond the call of duty. That's quite a bit better halftime show than what we saw last week. We didn't have a halftime show in the rain at South Aiken. So we appreciate that, and I hope that you at home enjoyed seeing that aspect of it. Again, one of the bigger deals of Friday Night Lights is the halftime show, the marching bands, the crowds. It's just all the pageantry that goes together with high school football on Fridays.
Absolutely, and it's I think worth mentioning. Get on a soapbox a little bit. Just how silly it is that they have college football games on Friday nights now. In a desperate attempt to sort of grab a little bit more airtime. I think it hurts your own fan base. It hurts your credibility a little bit. I'd like it just to be Friday nights for high school football.
Yeah, I don't think that we'll ever see football in the South go to Friday nights for college football. I just can't imagine that. High school football is too important in the South, and you don't see it happening there. You see it happening in other areas of the country. But I'm right with you on that. All right, we're going to take a break and come back, and we'll get ready for the second half kickoff. Strom Thurmond's going to get the ball first, trailing North Augusta 10-7 here at halftime of the Gold's Gym Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12.
What a crowd we have on hand tonight. And last, before kickoff, here comes the game ball. Set to be brought in from the sky by parachute. The crowd has spotted him as he comes in for a landing. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
From orthopedics to neurology, imaging to pain management, or even if a good idea just turns into an accident, CMI can help you play again. Learn more at cmi.md.
1948, Holly Tractor has been Aiken's place for farm equipment, implements, accessories, and supplies.
But did you know that Holly is your place for home yard equipment too? Riding and push mowers, weed eaters, chainsaws, and brands including Kubota, Husqvarna, and Still, equipment you can depend on. Come inside and see our expanded showroom. Holly is the exclusive dealer for Yeti coolers and now carry Generac generators. Holly Tractor, 1721 Richland Avenue East.
Sarah found me on the bathroom floor unconscious. I had a total blockage heart attack and an anoxic brain injury. Aiken Regional treated me with love and compassion and treated my family the same way. Thanks to them, we're living an awfully good life.
At Specs Vision Center, we are focused on total eye care. Be it our large selection of designer frames, latest and contact lenses, or our great sunglass collection, we have just what you're looking for. Our doctors offer years of experience and use the latest technology to ensure a comprehensive eye examination. Late afternoon and Saturday appointments are available, so if you want the best in eye care, call Specs today at 642-9902. Since 1970, Bragg Heating Company has been keeping Aiken and the surrounding communities comfortable. Our factory-trained staff can keep you on top of the latest in heating and cooling technology, and our complete metal shop allows us to make any specialty piece your home may need. We recommend the best systems for your home: Trane, Carrier, Daikin, Mitsubishi Ductless, and Bosch geothermal systems. We accept most major credit cards and offer financing, so when you need your system maintained, repaired, or replaced, call Bragg Heating Company. We're here to make you comfortable.
10-7 our score here at the half of the Gold's Gym Game of the Week. North Augusta leads Strom Thurmond. Let's have a Holly Tractor in the booth. Sideline report? I can't say it without saying
It is a sideline report regardless. Some scores from other games in the area. A real shootout out in the Columbia area with South Aiken was down 20-7. They've come back. They lead 21-20 now.
Wow.
Aiken and Barnwell are tied 10-all. Midland Valley, a little surprising. They only lead Saluda 14-7. Rich Spring Minetta leads Whitmire 9-6. And Fox Creek, very impressive. They lead Southside Christian 21-0.
All right, thank you, Noah. The CMI kickoff goes down the field high, end over end, takes a hop. Picked up on a hop by Israel Talbert, and he brings it back to the 20-yard line. And Strom Thurmond gets the first possession of the second half, trailing by 3 to the North Augusta Yellow Jackets. And interesting, we were watching them warm up, and it's going to be the same as we had in the first half. Stidham is on the sidelines.
Yep, just saw him. He put his helmet back on. He's standing next to Deion Chin there on the sideline. But, yeah, this appears to be DeAndre Ryan's game, for better or worse.
So there's a handoff. Gilchrist, who we haven't seen a lot tonight, gets outside, picks up some positive yards, gets out to the 25-yard line. That's a pickup of 5 yards. It'll bring up second down and 5. Surprised that they haven't tried Gilchrist a little bit more, but
absolutely. I mean, and I think that, because he's a little bit more power guy, they've gone away from that, but he just doubled his output. He had 2 carries for 2 yards in the first half, 4 yards on that carry right there, and it was a little atypical from what we usually see from him. That was kind of a sweep where he's more of an in-between-the-tackles kind of guy.
All right, they gave him 4 yards as they spotted him at the 24-yard line. Second down and 6. Now a quick penalty. It's a sideline warning, I do believe, on North Augusta. So no walk-off, just a warning. And it remains second down and 6. Ryan with the ball. Didn't follow his blocker, tries to get outside, and he's not going to make it. If he follows his blocker, he might pick up some yardage.
There's a flag there as his helmet came off. There may have been a face mask there.
Now, the rule is if your helmet comes off, you're supposed to go to the sideline unless there is a penalty. That would be interesting. And we'll see if you are correct as the officials discuss it. It is a beautiful evening. Football is in the air as it has cooled off tremendously. Personal foul, face mask against North Augusta. Good call, Noah.
Yeah, as we take a look here on the Specs replay, you can see this first shot, it's a good one, and it's all helmet there as his bandana and helmet come flying off. And fortunately, he seems no worse for wear.
And, of course, he gets to stay in the game for the penalty. Can't snatch somebody's helmet off and put him out of the game that way. So he's going to keep it, tries to follow his blocker. Now he tries to get to the edge, making people miss, gets over the 40 to the 42, 43-yard line. What a run. Picks up 5 yards. Second down and 5.
Yeah, he's just, wearing out his knees there, bouncing up and down, looked like up the gut at first, saw nothing was there. As you said, moved away from the blocking scheme, tried to make another cut, bounced back off of that, and then finally found a little daylight for a good positive gain.
He's been trying so hard to get in the middle. This time he stayed within the tackles and made some good yardage, actually picked up 6. Second down and 4. Gilchrist moves. No flags. Looks for a hole to run through, and he's going to lose yardage. It's been feast or famine for the most part with Ryan. He has thrown one really good pass to Nick that picked up good yardage.
Yeah, it looks like that one was that kind of the zone option there where he didn't see the read that was open. And it's worth mentioning that, he's been one of their top receivers this year. So to switch him taking from the outside and put him at quarterback, that takes away one of the Rebels' top receiving threats. So it makes it that much harder.
3rd and 5. Hands off to Gilchrist. Gilchrist fights hard, gets up to the 45-yard line. He's going to be 2 yards short of the first down. Bring up 4th and 2. And that's an interesting point. Not only they've thrown one pass, it was complete to Nix. So Nix did catch that, but you've taken away Ryan, and Sumner hadn't figured into the game at all as well.
Yeah. And, yeah, he was just 1 of 3 in the first half with that nice completion to Nick. But you know, I think he's clearly not comfortable throwing the ball. He's had some options there where he's made a read, didn't like it, tucked it away, and tried to create something positive with his feet.
Cole Fell gets that one away. It's a little pressure, and that's high. Going to bounce right at the 10-yard line. And coming back with the ball after the hop, stepped out of bounds. And I believe that was either Matthews or Mealer.
That one was Mealer there.
Mealer, number 8, returns it out to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Mealer is definitely a long, athletic kid, and Matthews, for his versatility as we see him come on the field, is a little stockier, more powerful, which would lend itself well to being a tailback as he was at the start of the year.
32-yard line, first and 10. Chandler Law Firm first down. North Augusta's first possession of the second half, leading 10-7. Handoff off tackle, wrapped up. Short gain, if any at all.
And we talked a little bit at halftime, but you know, I think North Augusta really had Strom Thurmond on the ropes there early on, and they've gone a little conservative with their play calling, or it's allowed the Rebels to hang around and get right back in this as we see an interception.
There's Bird. Bird picks it off. They've been going to the middle one too many times, and Bird, who's played huge on defense tackle-wise, makes an interception, returns it to the 29-yard line, and Strom Thurmond is in business. Chandler Law Firm, first and 10 at the 29.
As we look at the replay, Reese was locked on his guy the whole way, and Bird just undercut it. He undercut Busby there.
Actually, they had 2 linebackers in position. Either could have intercepted it, it looked like, and Bird made the play. So now we've got a timeout called as not enough players were on the field. Jacob was coming out. Jacob Cook was coming out late. They call a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. 10-7, your score. We'll be right back.
Tyler's Tire and Auto Center, founded in 1963, family owned and operated for 50 years and dedicated to customer service with safety of your family, our top priority. Tyler's Tire is a full-service tire retail, tire repair, and automotive repair facility with ASC certified mechanics. Located in 2 locations, 1019 Richland Avenue West and 1518 Whiskey Road. Let our family take care of yours. Tyler's Tire and Auto Center.
Again, let's take a look at the specs. Did you see that replay?
Yeah, as you say, Merriweather, he made the initial burst at the ball, and Tanner Bird was just in the perfectly placed to undercut it.
Here's a quarterback draw, and Ryan takes it close to the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards, going to bring up second down and 1.
And that, you could tell, is obviously a design run. There's no hesitation. He takes it, he tucks it, and just tries to find some running room right up the middle.
He stopped at the 21, second down and 2. Hand off to Gilchrist. Gilchrist fights hard, crosses the 20 to the 19. He'll be close to a first down.
And obviously, it's very difficult for Strom Thurmond to try to go blow for blow with North Augusta on their line. North Augusta's just a bigger team. But I think that they can't abandon it, and I think a play like that, there is value in just getting Gilchrist the ball, you know, trying to get him some traction and make something positive happen as the refs bring the chains out for a measurement.
And again, looks to be a first down. Very close, but he got it. 3/4 of a football.
As we learned a couple weeks ago in college football, the ball doesn't even have to be where the stick is, just where the link is.
It just depends on what the referee interprets that rule as.
There was a lot of interpretation in that call.
19-yard line, 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. Going to look to run, tries to get a block, gets to the edge, turns inside, going to make the 10-yard line. Still on his feet, tough running, out of bounds, but he's all the way down to the 8-yard line. It's going to be a Chandler Law Firm 1st and goal for Strom Thurmond, as the Tyler Tire end zone is only 8 yards away in the lead here in the second half.
As we see here, another design run. Ryan just grabs it and goes and does a good job this time following his blockers, and as you said, just gives tremendous effort there at the end.
Going to follow Gilchrist right up the middle, fights hard, gets to the 5, turns inside, refuses to go down inside the 5, just short of the 4-yard line. Up 2nd and goal.
And it's worth pointing out, it's a tremendous effort here by DeAndre Ryan stepping in and really absorbing a lot of punishment on these runs and the few times he's been sacked. Just bouncing right back and sticking to it.
Now here comes Sumner. Sumner going to cut inside, trying to get to that corner, and doesn't get there. Knocked down short of the 5. I think he'll lose a yard at least. Bring up 3rd and goal. Last time they were down here, they got to Chin and went 12 yards for the touchdown on a 3rd and goal from the 12.
And we see Talbert comes on the field, and maybe it's possible that they want to try to use his speed on a sweep to the perimeter, but I'd still expect this ball to be tucked away and DeAndre Ryan running it.
Ryan hands off to Talbot. Talbot looks inside, gets to the hole, inside the 3, down to the 2, 4th and goal. And this brings a big decision. Do you tie the game up on the field goal, or do you go for it?
Well, we saw last week in a situation at the end of the game where they could have kicked a field goal to tie it, and on the road they went for it and went for the win. Now it looks like they're going to bring on the kicking unit, and Tyree Stidham is making his way onto the field for the first time as the holder.
So Tyree Stidham does come out to hold for the field goal try. It's a 20-yard field goal. Certainly has the leg for this. Kick is up. Kick is good. We're tied at 10 as Strom Thurmond draws first blood in the second half to tie things up with North Augusta. 10-10 is our score. We'll take a break and be right back for the CMI kickoff.
You can smile.
I love to smile. I was so pleased that I could get all of my dentistry work done in just one visit.
You can smile.
Painless. That's how I would describe it.
Here at the Center for Dentistry, it has been a wonderful experience. With the comprehensive nature of this one office, I can bring my family here and we can have it all done at one place.
You can smile.
Center for Dentistry, 1391 Silver Bluff Road, Aiken.
From our Looney Tunes Savings Club that teaches young people their first lessons about managing money to free financial counseling services for adults, Security Federal Bank grows with our customers and has a service to meet every need. Established right here in Aiken County in 1922, we continue to be your hometown bank. We always work to meet the changing needs of our customers. That's why we've become a company that can meet every need for financial services. From online banking, bill pay, mortgage products, trusts, and a full line of insurance products. If we were you, we'd bank with us.
Security Federal scoreboard 10-10. We're all tied up here in the second half. And glad to report there has been no Aiken Regional Medical Center injuries to report tonight. Here's the CMI kickoff line drive. Going to skip at the 10, picked up at the 5. Comes hard, looks for a hole, gets outside, but just picked up before he breaks through to the 25-yard line. Believe that was Cam Matthews on the return.
Well, looks like I think it might have been Mueller again there on that return. Similar to the last one, he kind of slipped out to the right, tried to find a seam, but Strom Thurmond did a good job.
With that little burst of speed, that looked more like Matthews. But we'll have to go back and look one of these days. As it is, the ball's at the 26-yard line. Chandler Law Firm first down, 1st and 10. And now we're ready.
We see North Augusta coming out with a two-back set here, which is not their typical formation.
There's a handoff. Houston shakes a tackler, shakes two tacklers. Now he's outside. He's going to get to the 40. He's got room at the 50. Cuts back inside, hit hard, tackled, but not before he makes the 38-yard line. Huge pickup.
36 yards on the run by Houston as he bounced off one up the middle and found daylight.
36 yards, so North Augusta lines up in the two-back set, sends him off tackle, and Houston makes Strom Thurmond pay with a couple of missed tackles. Tribreeze straight drop back, looks to his right, throws downfield, has a man, it's going to be caught. It was going to be picked off, and it's caught at the last second. Touchdown, North Augusta. That had interception written all over it. And if it wasn't Matthews on the kick return, it is this time, making the catch. Cam Matthews, touchdown.
And you said Strom Thurmond's Kyle Hill had the ball in his hands, as that was going to be a little short of where Matthews' route was, but it bounced right off, and Matthews was Johnny on the spot, hauled it in, walked in for a big touchdown.
So North Augusta will try to add the extra point with Blake Busby and reclaim the lead that quickly on a 38-yard touchdown pass and catch. Stroll into the end zone, kick is good, and our score, North Augusta 17, Strom Thurmond 10. We'll be right back for the CMI kickoff. You're watching the Gold's Gym Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12.
What a crowd we have on hand tonight. And last, before kickoff, here comes the game ball. Set to be brought in from the sky by parachute. The crowd has spotted him as he comes in for a landing. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
From orthopedics to neurology, imaging to pain management, or even if a good idea just turns into an accident, CMI can help you play again. Learn more at cmi.md.
North Augusta reclaims the lead 17-10 on this Specs. Did you see that replay?
You can see Reese just loads up. Hill had it. Goes right off him, right through him, and Matthews is there. Able to make it in the end zone. 38-yard score, two-play drive, not too bad. 60, I believe about 72 yards on the drive.
36-yard run, followed by a 38-yard pass. Got a little assist on the tip. That's why they practice the tip drill at practice. Here's the CMI kickoff. Blake Busby kicks in, flags fly. North Augusta was offsides on this earlier, and they're offsides again. They're going to bring it back and make Blake Busby kick it again. So we'll have another CMI kickoff. And the referee gets the call in as offsides as they march it back. It'll be a 5-yard walk-off. And the score, as you see on the scoreboard, is incorrect. It is 17-10. North Augusta leading over Strom Thurmond. 4:38 left to go in the third quarter. All right, they go over to the sidelines. They were having a discussion with the Strom Thurmond coaches, and they get the ball back. And I think they put the wrong ball out there or something. I'm sure North Augusta.
North Augusta should have their ball out there, and maybe a Strom Thurmond ball ended up out there unbeknownst. But
whatever the case, they've got a ball out there, and Busby seems to be happy with it. So CMI Hometown Doctors helping teams and you play again. Here's the CMI kickoff. It goes down the field. It's going to roll out of bounds. And that will place the ball, I believe, at the 40-yard line with the 5-yard penalty. No, it comes up 5 yards because they had the 5-yard penalty walk-off. So let's see if they get that right, or they could, as we learned in the South Aiken game, take the 5-yard penalty, make them kick it from the 25-yard line.
And that's a possibility with this this game, with Strom Thurmond's offense a little limited, that their return game might be their most potent weapon if you move them far enough up.
Especially if you get it Israel Talbert. We saw him return a kick against Midland Valley to open. So they are going to take the 5-yard penalty. That'll walk it back to the 30-yard line. And Deion Chin has come in the game and set up at the 35-yard line. Again, he scored the touchdown for Strom Thurmond. He's seen limited action tonight as well. And Tyree Stidham, we've seen him hold on an extra point or a field goal. Other than that, we haven't seen him play his customary quarterback. So Talbert's deep. And now they're going to try an onside kick, and it went off a North Augusta player. I think Strom Thurmond is going to recover it, but if that hit a North Augusta guy before it went 10 yards, that's illegal touching, and it'll come back up to the 40-yard line.
When Strom Thurmond recovered, it looked like Henry Cartret was the one who came up with it as it was. But certainly an interesting call here by North Augusta.
Give Strom Thurmond credit being in position. North Augusta touched it. That's an illegal touching, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to bring the ball back to the 38-yard line. So that is where Strom Thurmond will get the ball after all of that. After 2 kickoffs and penalties, the 3rd kickoff and onside try, and Strom Thurmond's in business at the 38-yard line.
Well, it's hard to second-guess these North Augusta coaches. They're so good, as we see.
There goes Nick. Nick on the reverse. We saw that earlier tonight, and he was running hard and fast. He picks up 9 yards, 2nd down and 1.
As I was saying, it's hard to second-guess these North Augusta coaches, but that's certainly an interesting call there to go for an onside kick when you're getting pushed so far back. Obviously,
I'm sure they thought they would catch Strom Thurmond napping, and they didn't at all. Strom Thurmond was waiting, and North Augusta touched it too early. And we do have our first Aiken Regional Medical Center injury timeout, and that's Nick.
He looks to be cradling that arm.
I think that the way he was reaching for his toes, that he's got cramps. And our first cramp victim of the night. And we'll watch him on the sidelines, but he was reaching for his ankles and trying to bend his toes. That's an indication of cramps. Here comes Sumner in motion. Fakes to Sumner, keeps, not going to go very far.
Go backwards.
Going to lose a yard and end up bringing up 3rd down and 2 yards. Actually going to say he lost 2 yards, 3rd and 2. Tried to fake the handoff to Sumner. North Augusta did not go for that. So big 3rd down and 3. Going to get some blockers in front, turns inside, crosses the 40, spins, and gets the 1st down to the 26-yard line. And what a night for Ryan, who is the normal wide receiver for Strom Thurmond, playing quarterback tonight. He's thrown a really nice pass, but it's only one. Otherwise, he's run the football the majority of the time. Israel Talbert checks in beside him.
It was that second effort that was the difference there to get him that 1st down, get him 1st and 10 from the 27. Let's see if they try to change things up and give Gilchrist another carry here.
So Gilchrist to the left, Talbot to the right, fakes. Now under pressure, decides to run straight up the middle on the quarterback.
Lost his
keeper.
helmet again.
No, that's somebody else. It's a North Augusta player, number 99. Not to be confused with Cole Fell. It's somebody who's not even on the roster at 99 for North Augusta. He will go to the sidelines with the helmet off. Jacob Cook comes off the field. He's replaced by number 23, Garrett Gibson.
False start by Strom Thurmond.
So flags come a-flying.
Looks like Christian Padgett lurched a little bit too soon there.
So a 5-yard walk-off back to the 34-yard line. Strom Thurmond faces second down and 18. I think it's safe to say Strom has just lived and died, and they're going to get 5 more.
Start.
They've lived and died by Ryan's heroics.
But again, this is, this isn't necessarily a fault of Ryan, but when there's a different guy in there running the show, it takes everyone out of rhythm a little bit, and we're seeing some false starts here that could be the byproduct of guys not being entirely comfortable.
Strom going the wrong way. Second down and from the 39-yard line. It's now second down and 21. Trying to get outside is Talbert. Talbot can't get to the edge. He's brought down.
He uses a few more yards.
Tackle was by number 24. That's Timmy Butler.
Timmy Butler's part of just a tremendous linebacking core that North Augusta has with Bird and Lindley and him as well, where they really fly to the ball. And there's a penalty here on Strom.
There's another flag. It's a sideline warning, this time for Strom to back up, so that won't cost him any yards, though the play cost him a couple more. It's back to the 41-yard line. They need to make the 16-yard line to get a first down. This is where if you have a quick kick in your arsenal, you might want to use it.
I think on this side of the field, they might try maybe a screen here, although we see Nick has come back out, so looks like it was just some cramps.
Back to pass, going to throw it down the field and get pushed out of bounds, and the flag comes out. I bet this is going to be interference on North Augusta, and that'll be an automatic first down if that's the call. The North Augusta man ran his man out of bounds, pushing him.
That was Nick on that fly route. He's a little gimpy coming back down the field, but
and Ryan got it down the field. Ogletree was on the coverage. And we'll see. The officials have gotten together to discuss what the call will be. The Strom Thurmond guys are signaling interference. And here comes the call from the referee. They call interference. There's a flag on
Strom Thurmond as well. To be offsetting.
That's a 15-yard penalty, but it would come with an automatic first down. Now, if there's I'm trying to think, what is the hands behind the back? That's a 5-yard penalty. And they're not going to say it's an automatic first down.
They're not.
So it's third down. Now,
which pass interference should be an automatic. Even illegal touching down the field, or should be automatic. As the officials are still discussing this, see if they get together with the chain gang here.
They've got a couple officials discussing it over on the sidelines in front of the North Augusta bench. Now the referee will walk over and join that conversation as to where the spot, the sticks haven't moved yet. So far, it's showing third down and 14 if they leave it there. And the referee seems to be satisfied that that's what we're going to do. So, not sure what exactly
that's a bizarre
happened.
ruling by this group of officials.
Back to pass again. This is a screen effort, but he's got room to run in front of him. He's going to get to the 25, turn inside the 20, turns to the 15, spins, drops the ball, but falls on it at the 15-yard line. That's going to be good enough for a first down for Strom Thurmond. That was going to be a screen back to his left. It was covered. North Augusta covered the screen. They turned and found it wide open downfield, and Ryan, another huge play.
Yeah, see, he saw that daylight, went for it, and then right here at the last second as he's surging, he loses it, but able to fall right on his own, his own drop.
Gibson was right there with him, too. One of the two picked it up, but it's Chandler Law from first down to the 15. Rolls to his left. Looks to throw, now going to run and going to be sacked back at the 20-yard line, a loss of 5 yards. And Strom Thurmond on this drive, we've seen just about everything, backwards, forwards.
Bizarre calls by the officials, penalties both ways.
If it was an automatic first down and they missed it,
here comes Stidham.
And Stidham comes in the game. Ryan comes out, and oh boy, you talk about drama. The leading quarterback in the area has come off the bench. Let's see what he does. Second down and 15. Back to pass. He's a lefty. Rolls to his left, stops, comes back, going the other way. He's got some room to run, makes a move, makes a man miss, and he's going to be down for all of that. I think he gained 2 yards to the 18-yard line. Well,
certainly some excitement, though.
We had last week's game, and you wonder, how can we top that? Well, this pretty exciting. Tyrese Stidham, and who has been outstanding, has been our player of the week, has been the MVP of the game of the week. They're going to let the clock run out. That's the end of the third quarter. And your score, North Augusta 17, Strom Thurmond 10. We'll come back for the final quarter when we return on the Gold's Gym Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12.
Since 1948, Holly Tractor has been Aiken's place for farm equipment, implements, accessories, and supplies.
But did you know that Holly is your place for home yard equipment too? Riding and push mowers, weed eaters, chainsaws, and brands including Kubota, Husqvarna, and Stihl, equipment you can depend on. Come inside and see our expanded showroom. Holly is the exclusive dealer for Yeti coolers and now carry Generac generators. Holly Tractor, 1721 Richland Avenue East.
Back here for the start of the fourth quarter, and before we do, let's go down to Noah Fight, who's sitting in the chair below me here in the booth for the Holly Tractor Sideline Report.
Well, Ed, thank you. South Aiken just got an 88-yard touchdown pass from Bone Smith to Najee Huzendove, cut their deficit to 34-28.
Wow, that was quick.
It certainly was.
You just told me it was 34-21.
It's a real shootout there. Aiken remains tied with Barnwell 10-10. Midland Valley ahead of Saluda 21-7. Rich Spring Minetta leads Whitmire 16-14. And Fox Creek is ahead of Southside Christian 28-7. And someone was good enough to say that the penalty on Strom Thurmond on that previous play was an illegal pass down.
Illegal pass? So they say he passed the line of scrimmage? There's no way he passed the line of scrimmage. I don't know how that could be an illegal pass. That doesn't add up, and that makes sense of what the call was, but that's why I would sit here and go, who knows?
Yeah. And again, I mean, it looked pretty obvious like this crew made a mistake earlier in the game when North Augusta touched the punt, and it seemed to be recovered by Strom Thurmond. But here we go with Stidham back on the field.
Tyrese Stidham at quarterback, and Ryan lined up in the slot to his right. He's under pressure, gets away, looks to run, going to get its crease, gets across the 15 to the 14, 13-yard line. That's going to pick up some positive yardage, well short of a first down. They need to make it to the 5 in order to get a first and goal. So it brings up fourth down, and the field goal unit comes on.
Stidham stays out there as the holder on the field goal try.
30-yard line, 20-yard line. It'll be a 30-yard kick Colfell, the kicker, Stidham, the holder. Kick is up. Looks good. It is good. So Strom Thurmond, after the series of kickoffs and an adventure on penalties and plays, and Stidham entering the ball game, ends up putting 3 on the board and now trail North Augusta 17-13. We'll keep it here. And Noah, Stidham has stood on the sidelines watching this the whole game. You think this late in the ball game that maybe it's to his detriment a little bit? He's
certainly coming in raw, a little cold here. He's playing catch up and out of the rhythm of the game, but I think it might be fair to guess, and this is all that it is a guess right now. He seems to be moving pretty well, so it'd be hard to say that there was an injury issue that held him out. So possibly might have been a coach's decision based on one thing or another.
The other one who hadn't played a whole lot is Deion Chin. Mm-hmm. He does have a touchdown run, but he's been limited too. So you wonder if maybe the two of them got into a little bit of trouble and perhaps standing on the bench. Of course, that's just speculation on my part. Totally. All right, the CMI kickoff. Colfell kicks away, fielded at the 10-yard line. This is number 8. Returning, that's Mealer. Mealer crosses the 20 to the 22-yard line. It's going to bring up 1st and 10. Chandler Law Firm first down. They actually say that he is at the 23-yard line, I believe.
Well, let's see how North Augusta responds. The last time when Strom Thurmond came down and hit that field goal to tie the game, they came out very aggressive, scored a touchdown in 2 plays. Let's see if they try to push the ball down the field again here.
11:04 left to go in the ball game. That's Matthews lined up in the backfield. He goes into the slot. Now handoff to Houston. Houston, who had the 36-yard run earlier, gets out, ball gets away, squirts out, but they're going to call him down after a 5-yard pickup. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 5.
And just looking at the numbers, that was just North Augusta's 5th play from snap from scrimmage this half because of the way Strom Thurmond has dominated the ball and the speed with which North Augusta has left the field on offense, be it on turnover or touchdown.
Same setup, quick out pass this time. Gets it out there to Mealer. Mealer going to pick up the 5 yards, 6 yards, out to the 34-yard line. Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10 for North Augusta. They'll say he made the 35, so give him 7. North Augusta probably going to look to control the ball a little bit here. Hits hard to the middle, moves the pile forward.
And they certainly have the running back to do that with Houston. He's a physical guy. He's runs well between the tackles, so I wouldn't be surprised to see them feed him the ball a lot, at least at the start of this drive.
38-yard line, pick up a 3, 2nd down 7. Handoff, this time in the backfield. Strom comes up hard and may have lost a yard. They're going to say he made it back to the original line of scrimmage. No gain, 3rd down and 7.
And we've seen in this situation that Reese has looked for Busby here, and Strom Thurmond picked up on that earlier in the half with that interception. See if that changes North Augusta's thinking at all.
Under pressure, gets it outside, had a man on him. That was Israel Talbot. No flags on the play. Pass was intended for number 5. That's Rashad Bird playing on offense. Now there is a flag in the middle of the field, and let's see what the call is.
They are talking. I would assume that might be a holding on North Augusta.
If the play stands, it's 4th down and 7. You would expect Strom Thurmond to decline it if it's on North Augusta. And they're going to talk to Strom Thurmond. about it, and that would indicate that it is going to go against North Augusta. Illegal receiver downfield is the call. That is declined. 3rd down, 7. Punting unit comes on for North Augusta. 9:18 left to go in the ball game. Strom Thurmond trails North Augusta 17-13.
Well, that's a tremendous stand there by Strom Thurmond to just put North Augusta in a punting situation.
Almost over his head, and the quarterback, Trib Reese, makes a great catch in his punting position to keep that from going over his head, something we've seen Strom Thurmond do. We almost see it from North Augusta. Gets off a nice punt, nice little return to the 25-yard line. Strom Thurmond 75 yards away from the Tyler Tire end zone, trailing by 4 points.
And Trib Reese is I'd say fair to say 6'4", 6'5", that range, and he needed just about every inch of height there to stretch out and snag that high snap, but did a tremendous job grabbing it and quickly getting it away as Strom Thurmond was bringing pressure.
Chandler Law Firm 1st down at the 25-yard line.
Stidham remains at quarterback.
Oh, and the ball's in the air. It's on the ground. The scramble for it. North Augusta says they've got it.
Well, they had a clear shot at it, but it squirted away from one of the linebackers, and Strom Thurmond may have come up with it there at the end.
North Augusta says yes as they come out of the pile, and let's wait for the referee.
Stidham walks out with the ball.
We've had some interesting calls tonight. Yeah, Strom Thurmond's going to keep it despite all of the North Augusta celebration. So the pickup was 4 yards on a fumble that went up in the air over the top of the offensive and defensive line and picked up 4 yards. 2nd down, 6. And again, Stidham in the game may have caused the...
Exactly. You brought it up before. He's coming in cold here and out of the rhythm, and that one just got right away from him.
Quick pass rush and knocked down. Middle rush. He had it on the edge, stepped in, and got pile drive. And again, that's number 99, who we don't have on the roster. But boy, he came up and got him by the legs, pushed him down.
Gave him a little tap there as he got up to get away, as he heads off to the sideline.
So a loss of 5 yards, 3rd down and 11. And that's not Tyrese Stidham. The fact that the pass rush, he didn't have time to think. So here we go. Gets a block this time, again. Brings it down the middle, up in the air. This is going to be picked off. It stood up there forever, and Ogletree got it. Ogletree on the return, breaks a couple of tackles, going to be down at the 38-yard line. North Augusta comes up with the big turnover, 7:48 left to go in the ball game, and North Augusta leading by 4.
And huge turnover events there. Strom Thurmond makes the big stop, gets the ball back, gets lucky on a couple of plays there to start the series, and then Stidham feeling the heat again, put it in traffic, got away from his guy, and that's what happens.
So North Augusta will look to control the ball here and see if they can run some clock. Matthews goes in motion. They look now going to go deep for Matthews, well overthrown, out of bounds as well. Looked like Trib Reese just decided, let's live to talk another day.
Yeah, he had, I didn't catch the Strom Thurmond player's number, but he had one of those guys bearing down on him with a big meaty arm slapping Trib up near his head, so he got rid of that.
So much for ball control. Now handoff, tries to find some room to run, hit hard. That's Matthews, can't find nothing. He's going to lose a yard. It'll bring up 3rd down and 11.
And the defenses have taken over the game, which is not a surprise given these two programs.
So North Augusta runs a little clock off of that play. but looking at giving the ball right back to Strom Thurmond unless they pick up 11 yards.
I think they might be in 4-down territory even if they don't get this.
Pass rush, he's going to get out of it. Throws it up for grabs. Oh, and it's caught. It went right over the top of the head. And North Augusta going to come up big again. They're going to blow it dead. And on the catch is number 15. That's Chandler Harrison.
You finally connected with him as you said, that went right over. It looked like Israel Talbert on the coverage. As we look at the replay here, sure does a great job getting away from pressure. Kind of throws it up. Yep, right over Talbert to Chandler Harrison.
Two big plays where it looked like North Augusta had thrown it up for grabs and came up with big receptions. One for a touchdown, this one down to the 10-yard line. That handoff to Houston will pick up a couple of yards. They spotted it at the 11. They can pick up a first down. They pick up 2, 2nd down and 8. Three split wide to the left, one to the right. Houston in the backfield, going to keep, heads to the 5, may have made the 5. And just inside, short of the 4, is Reese. So 3rd down, 3. He needs to make the 1, or North Augusta needs to make the 1 to pick up the first down. Obviously, the Tyler Tire end zone.
And again, I think this could be 4-down territory. They're up by 4 right now. You could try to put this game away with the way that Strom Thurmond has struggled to move the ball on offense for the most part.
Clock winds down to the 5:10 mark. I believe North Augusta going to let the clock run and call a timeout to discuss this. They have 3 remaining.
About 5 minutes into the timeout.
5 minutes left to go until the end of the game. They're 4 yards from the touchdown, 3 yards from a first down. And we can sort of guess here.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think North Augusta does here?
Yeah, I mean, every time I've guessed with the North Augusta coaches, they've gone the other way, and that's why they're the coach, and that's fine. But I, in this situation, I might try 2 more runs. I might try feeding Houston again and try to let him power the ball in, try to run behind my big offensive line and let them overpower Strom Thurmond and try to just win it right here rather than – if you kick a field goal, that's great. It puts you up by 7, and you feel a little insurance, but we've seen some strange things happen already here tonight, and we know that Strom Thurmond does have that very dangerous return game that I'd like to put the pressure on them and be more than a touchdown up.
I think they run the ball to the middle of the field, set up the easy chip shot field goal. Blake Busby, outstanding kicker. You got to figure he's good for it. Get up by 7. Of course, I do like your idea. You're giving Strom the long field if you don't get it, plus you can get the first down. So let's see. I formation. Handoff to the middle of the field. He's going to get to the edge and going to score. Does Houston. North Augusta takes Noah Fite's advice. I guess my advice, too, in the sense. And they score on the first play. And they make it 23-13. 10-point lead, extra point is coming.
It's a moot point by doing it there on 3rd down. And really that was just Houston just showing off his speed. He ran to the corner and was able to beat everyone there. And really, it changes the dynamic of this game where Strom Thurmond not only has to score quickly, but they have to get the ball right back.
Extra point try is up and good.
No
good. No, he missed it. So good thing they weren't going for the field goal as it is. And they still have a 10-point lead, 2 scores for Strom Thurmond to get back in this. We'll take a break and be right back.
Two and a half years ago, we had our first child at Aiken Regional. When our second child was on the way, we knew we wanted to go back to women's life care. But this time it got complicated.
At 25 weeks pregnant, I had to have my gallbladder removed. I would have been terrified, but Dr. Minto and the staff were so caring. When you trust your hospital this much, there's really no reason to go anywhere else. I should know. I was born there too.
Security Federal scoreboard shows us a 23-13 lead for North Augusta, as North Augusta just scored a touchdown on a 4-yard run from Houston. And they kick away on this CMI kickoff, sails into the end zone, automatic touchback. Israel Talbert could not run it down in any way you look at it.
Even with the failed extra point, by scoring that touchdown with a 4-point lead, it keeps them up by 10. It's a 2-score game. Not unthinkable that Strom Thurmond could do it, especially with a solid kicker like Fell, given the situation. But they need Stidham to come in and find that rhythm immediately now. They need to march down the field and get some points, at least put themselves in a position to get points.
So a 10-point deficit for Strom Thurmond. Tyree Stidham, who came in for the last play of the third quarter, trying to get something started. He is a passing quarterback, and that's complete.
So Ryan, with all the hits Ryan has taken tonight, that might have been the hardest one.
Loss of a yard, 2nd down and 11. Clock runs, less than 4:30 now. Gilchrist makes the block for Stidham, but Stidham under duress as the pocket collapsed quickly on him, and he's going to be stopped for no gain. 3rd down and 11.
And it's a tough situation for Strom Thurmond to be in against any opponent, but especially so against North Augusta, where they know what you're trying to do, that they know that you can't really afford to run the ball, that you really haven't tried to run the ball much from a traditional sense, so they can just pin their ears back a little bit.
Pin their ears back was exactly what I was thinking too. And he dodges the bullet and tries to hit Sumner for his first pass of the evening, and Sumner unable to hold on in traffic. He was right at the 30-yard line for the first down, but it's incomplete. So 4th down and 11. It looks like Strom will go for
it. They kind of have to. It's, if you fail to convert, it's a terrible situation for your defense. But given just how little time is left, they have to go here.
So 4th down and 11. Has to scramble, reach down, pick the ball up, gets the pass out there, hit hard. Good defense from Ogletree. Pass is incomplete. That pass was intended for number 13 for Strom Thurmond, that's Jaquez Harris. He couldn't hold on, and turnover on downs goes to North Augusta. 3:31 left to go in the ball game, and you got to figure North Augusta going to try to run this out as we look at the specs. Did you see that replay?
And it was a good play by Ogletree to get the pressure and just put a hit on Harris as he went up in an uncomfortable position, airborne. And while I agree with you entirely for North Augusta to feed the ball probably to Houston again, if they can get a quick score, there's nothing wrong with that either.
Well, they line up in the I formation. Now we've got an official stopping it. Now he's ready. Guess he wanted the band to quit. Because they played the horse, which is the Aiken fight song, interesting enough. And there's Houston. Houston hit after a short game. Clock will run, 2nd down. We'll give him a yard. 2nd down and 9.
And I think we could probably count on one hand the amount of times in the last 5 or 6 years we've seen North Augusta line up in a power I formation on offense. counting that play right there.
Yeah, Tribreeze under center. We had the touchdown. They scored on. Now he steps inside. Houston looking pretty good in this. Gets inside the 5 to the 4 where he's dragged down. That'll stop the clock for the movement of the chains. And North Augusta running plays, you got to stop them. And certainly they'll take the points.
Yeah, I mean at this stage of the game, points are maybe even more effective than running out the clock, as we got some interesting situations in some other games around the area.
Jax Presley and Jaquan Flowers leading the way on that right side, leading the way for Houston. Now they're going to run Johnston's way. He's going to get outside. Well, Houston, he's going to score in the end zone. Touchdown, North Augusta, 29-13.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
As North Augusta put some icing on the cake with another touchdown run from their outstanding running back, Brandon Houston.
It's deja vu here as Houston just strings it out and is able to outrun a good pursuit from a Strom Thurmond defense and fall in the end zone for really a sort of nail in the coffin touchdown.
So, extra point try. This time it's up, and it is no good. So, Blake Busby having some late trouble on extra points. That'll give him something to complain about and work on during the week. However, 29-13 our score. North Augusta leads. And what do we have on the Holly Tractor scoreboard?
Well, over at Aiken High, they are headed to overtime.
Good heavens.
10-10. So that should be interesting to see how that plays out. Meanwhile, Midland Valley holds on for a 28-7 victory over Saluda. And it seems to be that Fox Creek is letting Southside Christian mount a very late rally, but still seems to be in complete control, leading 34-14. And meanwhile, Rich Spring Monetta's gradually pulling away from Whitmire. They lead 28-14. And in the Wild game out in the Columbia area.
Yeah, you've saved the South Aiken score for last.
I have. It is currently 49-35, Spring Valley in the lead.
Wow. Yeah, the Spring Valley flexing some muscles there late.
And
South Aiken.
Yeah, South Aiken is obviously putting up a tremendous effort too, but I think there's been a lot of turnovers in that game, and that has led to some of those higher point totals than we might normally expect.
All right. Here's the CMI kickoff fielded by Talbert on the 5. It's for room. Hits hard at the 25 out to the 27-yard line. Strom Thurmond will come back out on the field. And I got a feeling that Ryan will come back and play quarterback now.
I see Stidham and Chen there, both heading back to the sideline.
And that should be an interesting story that you'll want to read in the Aiken Standard tomorrow morning when Noah Fight reports on exactly what the deal was. So Ryan going to roll to his left, gets outside, throws the ball a little high, intended for Gibson. Gibson can't come up with that, can't jump that high. Second down. 2 minutes, 4 seconds left to go in our ball game.
Yeah, I mean, it's all speculation at this point. Obviously, Stidham seemed to be moving pretty well back there. Was on there for the hands team as far as handling the holding duties on extra points. So, doesn't seem to be a health issue.
Here comes a screen to Gilchrist. Gilchrist able to corral the ball, but the North Augusta defense was ready. And the clock runs. It'll be interesting. And Chen looked like he was running well when he scored on his 12-yard touchdown run. He does come into the game as Gilchrist comes up lame and heads to the sidelines. This looks like a wrist, the way he's holding his arm. Not so much his ankle that's bothered him all season. Now he's going to come back across the field, trying to turn it on, and he gets caught from behind. That's good defense by North Augusta to not give up on the play and play containment over there on the backside.
That was Brandon McLeod on the tackle.
Yeah, that was excellent. He was coming in from the backside, and when he broke containment to the side, that's something that's a missing art in college football. At least from the team I watch play every week. There's a pass that's going to be complete. That's going to be caught to the 46-yard line.
Jaquez Harris on that, making the catch that time.
Yeah, Harris does make the catch and gets it down the field. So Ryan completes, I believe that's his third completion. He completed that screen pass earlier. Fumble, picks it up, runs, throws in. He's going to complete another one to Nick. Crosses the 50 to the 44-yard line into Yellow Jacket territory.
84,
and that's going to be good enough for another Chandler Law Firm first down.
And, you know, as Strom Thurmond's able to get some positive yardage here with the passing game, before this series, I was thinking that I can't remember the last time that Strom Thurmond has struggled so much throwing the ball. And obviously a lot of that goes to the fact that you've got a backup quarterback in there. Probably doesn't have a lot of reps. There's a penalty there.
Actually, it was a first down, and they didn't move the chains. And the referee said, let's get it over with. And the official on the side said, no, it's a first down. So they stopped it to move the chains. It is a Chandler Law Firm first down. At the 44, rolls to his right, gets outside. Now runs. Yeah, I tell you what, he's a tough customer. He's hard to bring down.
It's no lack of effort. He's been outstanding tonight as far as that goes.
Now, interestingly, Strom Thurmond going to call a timeout and talk about what they want to do here. 23.1 seconds left to go in the ball game.
I don't believe they have a 16-point play in the playbook.
No, but they're still coaching the team, and I would imagine that whatever's going on, they may have to resort to Ryan being the quarterback for whatever reason, and he's going to try to correct something right here, would be my guess, as Hillary's walked out on the field and talked to his players. And Chin is in the ball game, right beside him, going to block. Throws it, Nick going to make the catch, make a man miss, out of bounds at the 38-yard line. It's going to bring up about third down and 4. As that gains 6 yards. Clock stops with the ball going out of bounds. Strom still fighting, trying to get some work done here. That was a nice job of catching it, not going down to a knee. And Harris not only doesn't take a knee, but he gets out of bounds. It'd been very easy to go down, and it was a low pass. And he spread his legs and kept it up.
And Harris is a guy that becomes important if we are going to see Ryan more at quarterback. Harris is the next man up. He's got to step up and replace the production that Ryan provided as a receiver.
So 8.9 seconds remaining, maybe a play left. This is fourth down. He's going to throw. He's going to complete to Nick. Nick stays in bounds, gets the first down, runs out of bounds, and the clock runs out. 2 zeros are on there. So it ends on a positive play for Strom Thurmond. And without any passing of anything positive for about 3.5 quarters. There at the end, Ryan looked pretty good on his passing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a situation where North Augusta is kind of going into that pre-event, and there's some more short openings. But yeah, it's a credit to him, but really more so a credit to North Augusta. You know, there were some challenges here and some unexpected things, and they stuck with their guns and come out with another win, move to 5-0 on the season, get a win on their first road game in a really hard place to play.
So our final score, North Augusta 29, Strom Thurmond 13. Another good game here on the Gold's Gym Game of the Week. We'll take a break. Stay tuned. We will name tonight's Center for Dentistry MVP when we return on the Gold's Gym Game of the Week.
Were you hurt on the job? Are you trying to keep your work comp payments? Do you feel like no one is listening? Your employer, the company doctor, the insurance company? Well, we're listening. Our workers' compensation team has helped hundreds of injured South Carolinians. Call us now and let us listen to you. For a free consultation, call 803-644-5335 or visit thechandlerlawfirm.com.
You can count on Chandler.
One evening we were sitting around the table. My 4-year-old stood up in his chair and he said, "Dad, I want to be just like you." And I thought, that's great. Until he said, "I want to be nice and big and fat." It was at that moment I realized I need to make a change.
I took the scales at over 208 pounds, and that was the point that I realized I really needed to make a change. In fact, we both really needed to make a change.
Together, we have lost 150 pounds, and our family has a healthy new future.
Pruitt Health is here to help. For more than 4 decades, Pruitt Health has partnered with healthcare professionals to deliver exceptional care to families across the Southeast. Since the beginning, our focus has always been on quality programs, quality services, and quality people. Looking forward to the future, we've developed an innovative model of care to provide comprehensive, streamlined solutions. Get well for life with Pruitt Health.
Unique Expressions in the Mitchell Shopping Center is a treasure chest of gifts for all occasions. The Collegiate Collection is second to none. South Carolina, Clemson, Georgia, ACC or SEC. Support your favorite school. From clothing to mailboxes to tailgating items, Unique Expressions has them all. Handbags by Spartina and the Vera Bradley Collection. And a U.S. Post Office on site for your mailing convenience. Stop in today at Unique Expressions, 1521 Whiskey Road.
Tyler's Tire and Auto Center, founded in 1963, family-owned and operated for 50 years and dedicated to customer service with safety of your family, our top priority. Tyler's Tire is a full-service tire retail, tire repair, and automotive repair facility with ASC certified mechanics. Located in 2 locations, 1019 Richland Avenue West and 1518 Whiskey Road. Let our family take care of yours. Tyler's Tire and Auto Center.
You can smile.
I love to smile. I was so pleased that I could get all of my dentistry work done in just one visit.
You can smile.
Painless. That's how I would describe it. Here at the Center for Dentistry, it has been a wonderful experience. With the comprehensive nature of this one office, I can bring my family here and we can have it all done at one place.
You can smile.
Center for Dentistry, 1391 Silver Bluff Road, Aiken.
Welcome back. The Security Federal Bank scoreboard says North Augusta wins 29-13. And let's hear from our doctors for dentistry.
Hi, I'm Dr. Tal Wilkins.
And I'm Dr. Brooke Ussery with the Center for Dentistry.
We, along with Aiken Center Television, would like to congratulate the most valuable player of the game.
Congratulations.
Thank you, doctors. And Noah and I have scrutinized the numbers. We're fortunate. You know, Ken doesn't do a very good job of keeping up with the numbers like you do. You do an excellent job of coming up with.
It's not easy.
With things. There's a lot going on, but you're a pro. You do that well. And Who have we decided is our most valuable player?
I think we're going to go with North Augusta running back Brandon Houston. He had 20 carries for 95 yards and those 2 big touchdowns there in the fourth quarter that put this game away and set North Augusta on their way to another win.
Absolutely. Congratulations to Brandon Houston, our Center for Dentistry MVP. We're going to release Noah to the throngs and go down on the field and catch up with the coaches and find out who and what happened with Tyree Stidham and what the deal is with him. And make sure you pick up an Aiken Standard tomorrow morning.
Absolutely.
Right?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Noah. Noah will go down there and find that out again, pick up the Aiken Standard, and he will have the story all about that tomorrow morning. Our story here tonight, North Augusta wins in a score that was a lot closer than maybe it appears here at the end. Strom Thurmond went for it on 4th down deep in territory, trailing by 10, and North Augusta got a late touchdown to make it 29-13. But the scoring in the first half, not that much. Trib Reese on a 1-yard sneak after a 57-yard drive scored a touchdown, made it 7-0 over Strom Thurmond. Later on, after starting on the 43-yard line, North Augusta got down the field, looked good on that drive, but had to settle for a 32-yard Busby field goal and made it 10-0. At that point, North Augusta looked extremely strong for the win here tonight as they were having it their way. As we mentioned, as Noah left, Tyree Stidham didn't start at quarterback, and one of their outstanding wide receivers, DeAndre Ryan, was playing quarterback, and he wasn't feeling it quite yet, but on a 4th down and long on a punt, North Augusta roughed the punter, Cole Fell, giving Strom Thurmond a 1st down at the 40-yard line, and then DeAndre Ryan came to life, went down the field, and then on a 12-yard run by Dion Chin, Strom Thurmond got back into the game, and our score at the halftime was 10-7, North Augusta leading, but Strom Thurmond starting to feel this offense a little bit. Strom Thurmond took the opening drive, opening kickoff, and drove down the field. That ended on a 20-yard field goal by Cole Fell. He tied the game at 10-10, and we had a ball game. North Augusta answered on the ensuing kickoff as they started from the 20-yard line, a 36-yard run by our Center for Dentistry MVP, Brandon Houston, got the ball down the field to the 38-yard line, and then a pass which looked for all the world like Hill from Strom Thurmond was going to pick it off. He had it in his grasp, but the tip drill ball went on from there. It was caught in the end zone. I believe that was Matthews who ended up with the ball. Went in the end zone 17-10. North Augusta in 2 plays had retaken the lead. Strom Thurmond marched back down the field and got another 30-yard field goal from Cole Fell, making it 17-13. But North Augusta, on a turnover of their own, was able to get the ball in the end zone, score on a 4-yard run. Again, this time by Houston, made it 23-13. There you see Houston scoring on that run. And then this touchdown run, this was the final score of the game, a 3-yard run. Second touchdown by our Center for Dentistry MVP, Brandon Houston. Ended up with 95 yards rushing, 20 carries, and a 29-13 win for North Augusta over Strom Thurmond. So another good game for the Gold's Gym Game of the Week this weekend. Next week we will travel to Midland Valley, where Midland Valley will play host to Gilbert. And we look forward to bringing you that game. We'll see the Cars, as the Cars, Daniel and Dre, Daniel the quarterback, Dre, his cousin, the running back, and Cameron Brown, the fantastic wide receiver, They'll take on Gilbert in a conference matchup. We'll be there with our cameras to bring you all the action from that ball game. But for now, for Noah Fight, who's gone down on the field, for James Grigsby, our director, I'm Ed Gerardo. Thank you for joining us for tonight's Gold's Gym Game of the Week. North Augusta victorious 29-13 over Strom Thurmond. We'll see you next week from Midland Valley. Good night.
What a crowd we have on hand tonight. And last, before kickoff, here comes the game ball. Set to be brought in from the sky by parachute. The crowd has spotted him as he comes in for a landing. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
From orthopedics to neurology, imaging to pain management, or even if a good idea just turns into an accident, CMI can help you play again. Learn more at cmi.md.
1948, Holly Tractor has been Aiken's place for farm equipment, implements, accessories, and supplies.
But did you know that Holly is your place for home yard equipment too? Riding and push mowers, weed eaters, chainsaws, and brands including Kubota, Husqvarna, and Stihl, equipment you can depend on. Come inside and see our expanded showroom. Holly is the exclusive dealer for Yeti coolers and now carry Generac generators. Holly Tractor, 1721 Richland Avenue East.
Most people think the Y is a gym, but to me, it's so much more. When I needed help, the Y gave my kids a scholarship to a safe place where they could grow, learn, and have fun. And when I was struggling with all kinds of health issues, they gave me the guidance and motivation to get well. The Y helps families create a better future and become so much more. So give, join, or volunteer at the Y.
2.5 years ago, we had our first child at Aiken Regional. When our second child was on the way, we knew we wanted to go back to women's life care. But this time it got complicated. At 25 weeks pregnant, I had to have my gallbladder removed. I would have been terrified, but Dr. Minto and the staff were so caring. When you trust your hospital this much, there's really no reason to go anywhere else. I should know. I was born there too.
At Specs Vision Center, we are focused on total eye care. Be it our large selection of designer frames, latest in contact lenses, or our great sunglass collection, we have just what you're looking for. Our doctors offer years of experience and use the latest technology to ensure a comprehensive eye examination. Late afternoon and Saturday appointments are available, so if you want the best in eye care, call Specs today at 642-9902. Since 1970, Bragg Heating Company has